You still outside?
Yeah, you going on live right now.
I know. You want to I was just going on just to do a few things. But you want to call me what you I was going to have you come. I didn't get to talk to you.
Okay,
I think I'm live right now, so we probably don't need to talk.
okay.
You stay okay. You on your way
Yeah.
somewhere? Okay.
Oh,
Home. Okay. Hello, hello. Welcome to Bedroom Noise. Tonight is just a little test. I got some internet connections going. I got some new internet equipment. Hey, REM. I got some new so DZ, today I went to Infinity
okay.
and I got a new router and I got an extender that I have to pay for. So now I'm paying $200 million. I was paying $100 million. Now I'm paying $200 million now.
They raised it up that much.
Yes. So now because I have this extender and I was going to get two of them, but they didn't have to because I'm all nervous about trying to make sure I'm not, shutting down every 5 seconds. That's driving me crazy.
Okay.
So I went today and I got the router and the extender. And so I'm hoping, so tonight is me trying to test it out to see. Um, and then I don't know, I kind of feel like I need to do a little cleanup from last night.
You need to clean something up.
Yeah.
Like what?
What do you think that we were kind of a little judging that we left the curiosity out of some things and we were doing a lot of judgmentalness? Is that a word?
I mean, if that's what you want to make up the word to be, judgmentalness. Okay.
That's crazy. Let me see. I told Photo to come up too because I didn't know where you was at. You was missing in action today.
Okay.
Oh, it's all good. If he's here, then I'm gonna go back down.
Either way, it doesn't matter.
Oh,
You can.
okay.
Whatever you comfortable with.
Okay, for sure.
Photo, you texted me to ask me was I going live, and I was like, yeah, I needed a mail, so I was like, you want to come on because I didn't have one yet. I was waiting for
It's all
DZ to
good.
hit
It's
me.
all good. It's
Yeah, I was waiting
all
for his
good.
butt to hit me up. But he was outside today. Outside. Let me get us closer.
What's up, brother?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Oh man, all good, my brother, my brother.
For sure, man. That's what's up, man.
So I got the bald head man again on here, y'all. Let me welcome everybody first. Let me do my little welcome and then we'll get going. So I want to welcome you to Bedroom Noise, a grown and sexy, intimate chatter podcast with your very own Jameka Necole. I got two co-hosts tonight, Mr. Fode and Mr. DZ. Let's get undressed and let's talk about it. Here, undress simply means choosing to be emotional, vulnerable, completely exposed, dropping your guard, and stripping of our defenses. Every conversation is an opportunity to explore the many ways we connect emotionally, physically, sexually, and intellectually through active listening, emotional regulation, and radical empathy and curiosity over judgment, which I don't know if we did the curiosity over judgment last night. I kind of was struggling with this a little bit. So we gonna see. We gonna talk about it. The mission of Bedroom Noise is to restore, repair, rebuild, reconnect, and reconnect love and relationships. So welcome, DZ. Welcome for Fode. Are you guys willing to fully get undressed with me and chat about it?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay. Okay. I appreciate you two so much. This was like I planned this coming on when I was at work today and I'm just gonna go live. I wanted to test the equipment. I don't know if you heard that Fode before. I wanted to test the equipment that I just got today. And I also wanted to feel like I needed to clear up some things from last night's podcast. So
Okay. Let's do
yeah,
it.
so we're doing a little bit of everything. And plus I just kind of I probably need to get on here a little bit more than I'm doing. And I wasn't doing nothing tonight. I won't be doing nothing despite what people think. I don't do anything.
It's all good. I'll probably go out tomorrow night though.
Oh, you outside tomorrow night? Where you going?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm trying to catch a show or something. We'll see what happens.
Like the movies or something like that? Or
Nah. I'm gonna try to go catch that. Try to go catch that Richie Rich show tomorrow, Yoshi.
oh yeah. I
Catch
it's
that.
It's all weekend too, I believe.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's cool. At Yoshi's, right?
Yeah, man. Like that's like the perfect vibe for me, man. Like Yoshi's like the perfect vibe.
Mine too. I like the small venue thing. Yeah. Yoshi's is like, I'm trying to see what it is compared to your spot out there, DZ, but it's a small venue. And Richie Rich is gonna be out here. He's out here this weekend.
Okay, Richie Rich.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if I'm live on Facebook. Am I live on Facebook? I should
About
be.
Richie Rich.
You like Richie Rich?
I don't know too much about Richie Rich.
Okay. That's Oakland, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's Oakland, baby. It was somebody else we talked about not too long ago. You were like, and I said their name and you kind of didn't know, huh? Who was it?
I think that's who it was.
Oh, I think I was telling you about it, huh?
Oh.
Yeah, me and him, okay. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Yeah. Cause I was like, Rich coming. Yeah. Let me just see if I can make sure that I'm on Facebook. And I want to drop the link. Did I drop the link in here? Oh yeah, I did. I want to drop it in Facebook too. Hold on.
All right.
Drop it in Facebook too. How long are you gonna be home? How long is it gonna take you to get home?
It's probably gonna take me like about 15, 20 minutes.
Okay. That's
Want
cool.
me to, want me to get back with you when I get there?
No, you're good. If you don't mind, you're fine. I'm fine with you being like that. If whatever you're comfortable with. I'm just going to I just want you to be I want you to participate in this conversation.
Participate
I,
in the conversation.
and I did a smiley face when I said
Okay.
it. I don't see that I'm on. I don't think I'm on Facebook. I don't think I'm on live on Facebook.
You didn't
Oh,
know
I
that.
am. I'm kidding. I think I am.
Yeah. Normally you are.
Okay. I don't know why I don't ever see because I wanted to put that in the chat. I'm gonna put it in the chat
Yeah.
if I can.
Normally you are.
Oops, sorry. I'm gonna put it in the chat or so if people want to come on, they can too. I think. Are
Okay.
you on Facebook for that? No, you're not on Facebook, huh?
Nah.
You don't want to be on Facebook.
Well, nah, like for some reason with the link that you sent me, I can't be on both apps at the same time, I don't think.
Oh, streaming. Oh, yeah. I think that was wrong. That's what happened to Jess last night. She was on two things and it didn't work. That's what she was having trouble with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I can go on my iPad and like look at Facebook while we're on here though.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do too. I was trying to put the link in there. Are you able to put the link in there if you go on your Facebook and just link it? Put the
Um
link in there.
yeah, I'm gonna have to not be seen for a minute though. But yeah, I could do it.
Okay. Yeah, if you could do that, it'd be great. Because I'm scared to do anything around here. Any slight movement of mine it just tears the whole spot up.
Gotcha.
How was your day, DZ? You was outside.
Yeah, it was cool. I went
Yeah.
outside for a little while, just hung out. And yeah, I'm on my way home. I was gonna go outside, but it was too packed.
Okay. Thanks, photo. I see it.
Oh, all good.
Yeah. Hey, RM. They loved you last night, RM. They did. They did. Okay, you guys. So I don't know if you saw my post today on Facebook. I'm going to pull it up and tell you.
I didn't see it.
So I basically said we brought the women up. Now we brought the men up. We've talked about our pet peeves, our wants, our needs, our desires. We talked about we had questions that I feel like we got that we threw out there. The men had their questions, the women had their questions, and so I was feeling some kind of way because I'm a female and I get emotional. I guess no, I'm just kidding, but kind
Uh-oh.
of true. You don't always have to agree with me on. You can agree with me on other things. You don't always have to agree on when I be saying stuff like that. You don't always have to agree. Just for the record.
I just listened.
Okay. Oh, y'all drive me crazy. Um. So, um. So we got together. We talked about it, and so then I was feeling some kind of way. Like, so what's next? Because I always said I don't want this podcast to be where we're just where we're just talking about things. I really, really want to come to some solutions, some resolutions, some what we're going to do next. What's next, you know? And so, of course, I could have brought this on next week too, that we could have had this conversation. But I just want to know, like, so what's next? I mean, I feel like I felt like it's the battle of the female, the man and the woman, female and male, and I don't want it to be the battle of that. But I was feeling like it was that we're coming off, you do this and we do this, which that's the point of it. I mean, you know, for us to get where we need to get possibly, but then when we point those things out, where do we go from there? What do you guys think? Do you think like is more conversation needed around here, or do you think we should just throw out the pet peeves, throw out the questions, and then we should be just, then everything is just fine?
I mean, that just really just depends. Because eventually it's always going to boil down to two people and how they operate in their situation at the end of the day. You know, so I mean, it's a good thing that you're trying to like resolve this for like the bigger picture. However, um, you know what I'm saying, like DZ's household and my household is gonna run totally different. Period. So at the end of the day, what I would like for like especially women to do is really like absorb all of this it and try not to um you know how can I put this? And try not to just take the feedback and just be negative with it. And really like listen because like you know what I'm saying, like the women in the 60s are definitely not the women today. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? And and what I think is really happening is like you know what I'm saying, like the culture shock of being able to be in the workplace, being able to make tons of money, being able to be you know what I'm saying, like get degrees and things. I think that really hasn't been able to um as far as the women goes, I don't think the majority of the women really know how to absorb all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like because it's new to this generation. And and what I think is happening is they're bringing all of that home and they shouldn't be. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they don't know how to separate what's going on at work and what's going on at home.
So
If that makes sense.
I'm curious to why do you think it's new? If that's all they know, that's all they know, right? If you because you're saying they're not like the, you know, like I'm thinking like maybe our parents or our grandmother parents
Mhm.
or grandparents or what have you. But if this is all we know is go to school, get your degrees, get a good job, get a big girl job, um, why would you say it's new to us?
Well, because how can I put it? Because like our like grandmothers and like you know so like some of our moms and aunties and things like that. Remember, like back in the days, women were kind of like forced to stay in relationships because it's like
Mm-hmm.
you know saying like being with the man who's working, you know, and like the women weren't working, like they were kind of like forced into that nature. So like when they're raising their daughters and nieces and things like that, they're raising them to, I guess, not so much settle, but to put their gosh, I'm so lost for words tonight.
It's okay. I'm
Um,
gonna be
you know,
right
but
there
to put
with you.
their priorities, should I say, first, you know what I'm saying, like kind of like living, you know what I'm saying, like a household ahead, food on the table, things like that. But now it's like in reality, women don't really need men per se. So it's like the mentality is different. So it's kind of like, you know, like the first time you say like a guy messes up, it's kind of like, well, okay, I don't need you, I'm independent.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So now it's like the women today are raising their daughters and nieces and things to say, well, you know what? You don't have to take the approach towards a man as you need them. Go get your degrees and go get this job because you can pretty much sustain on your own.
Mm-hmm.
Which
Yeah.
which like psychologically kicks the guy out of the house the same way that Section 8 did back in the day when it like first popped off.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just my opinion. I don't know. Like somebody else may have a different opinion on that.
What do you think, these? I mean, do you think that these degrees and big girl jobs, I call them the big girl jobs, do you think those degrees and big girl jobs are stopping a lot of women from this is a question I have for you, DZ. Do you think the big girl jobs and the degrees are stopping women from, like before they say, one mistake, you're out of here? Or do you think it's because the women are so tired of, I made another mistake? Because you might have just made one mistake, but Pookie and Ray Ray and Tom Tom, she done dealt with those mistakes too. So now here you go with your one more mistake, And when are we tired? When do you stop making one more mistake?
All right, so I gotta get pinpointed where I'm supposed to be at with this because I'm like a little lost on it. I understand what you say. Tell me what you exactly saying. You said the big
The
girl, not big girls, but grown women. They're them having degrees. What are you saying about that part?
So what? No, I was just saying the big girl jobs. So those jobs, I call them big girl jobs. So those jobs where that you get paid pretty nice. Those I call them big girl
Okay.
jobs. So the jobs that your career jobs, your profession, your career jobs, and these degrees that a lot of the women are holding. Do you think that is stopping? Do you think that's stopping women from pursuing and continue to stay in a relationship? Or do you think it's because they're not dealing with men continue to mess up and they're like, deuces, I'm out of here? Because that's what I'm hearing, that sometimes what I'm hearing is men are making mistakes again. I just did it again. Even though you did it with your first wife and your second wife and your third wife and then your baby mama, that you're making a mistake again. And then the woman is now faced with you and you're saying, oh, I just made a mistake. Now you're with this woman and here you go again. I made a mistake. And a woman's like, what, deuces, I don't really need you and I don't want another mistake. So I'd rather just do this by myself. Is that a lot?
So you saying like the women with degrees are not wanting to have a lot of relationships, or their relationships are not working?
A lot of ladies with the big girl jobs and the degrees are not tolerating the mess ups. So Fode was saying you can literally mess up one time and a woman's like, deuces, like, because she doesn't really need him financially, or so she can pretty much say deuces. Versus back in the day, women, even if you made a mistake again, the women would have to, you would still stay there because you needed help with, financially, you needed support.
I think if the woman likes the person, she's gonna deal with some of the extra mistakes. But if she doesn't like them, and she might just let it go. I think it depends on the person. So it's not gonna be, everybody has the same. Every big girl that's have a big girl job, they're gonna react the same way. Some ones are gonna stay around with the guy. Some of them gonna leave the guy. So, I just think that that's different.
Okay.
RM said I'm on my way to the club. No, I couldn't. The club was too packed, RM. It was too packed. It was too packed. That shit was down the street.
That's crazy.
I'm pulling into the house.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Outside is crazy. I'm just kidding.
yeah. I'm talking about I was. It was real crazy. Yeah, I think it's different women. Some
Okay.
women don't want to deal with, the BS, and some women are thinking that they can fix the BS.
Okay, but I'm always hearing that men are saying, these women in degrees, IND, and T, all that, right? We're hearing that. But if it's just a little handful of women doing that, Fode, are you saying it's a lot of women like that, or are you just a couple of people you've dealt with? Because I know the women that I deal with, and me personally, we know how to leave our career at the door and become a woman or someone's woman when we walk through the door.
Depending on the woman, though.
Yeah,
And
it does.
able to forgive, but how much forgiveness and overlooking do, is expected in a relationship.
So can I say this though? If somebody steals from you, do you think they'll steal again, or they won't steal no more if you forgive
Um, I don't think that I think people can change.
them? You think a thief?
I
I
think a
don't
few.
think I don't think a thief. I don't think a thief is gonna be anything else but a thief. I think if somebody is a thief, they're gonna steal again. They're not gonna, you know. I think that's an addiction. That's a habit. That
Mhm.
one acquires, and once they get away with it, they get used to doing it. It becomes a common thing to them. So I feel like with that, there is certain things certain things happen. If there's going to be a oopsie, there's going to be another oopsie. It might not happen right away. It might happen later. When the trust is broken with certain situations, it could work, but I just think it's very seldom that it works. Because the trust is broken, and then when somebody does something, when you cross a person, it makes it easier for you to cross a person again.
Yes, I do believe that, but I believe that. So that's to say, if you, I mean, can I take your story because you're public with your story, DZ?
What story is this?
He like, let me make sure.
you know, I got you.
Okay, I got the
I got you.
story.
So look, so you've been, your past or what you did. You changed. You're not him no more.
Yeah, yeah, but that my past, that's different. I never was a thief. You know what I'm saying? I was a hustler. So, I'm still a hustler. I just pivoted and changed my hustle. So, I think that's different from when as somebody that's gonna like betray people. And I was a hustler. I didn't betray people. I made sure that I kept all my relationships cool with people. I never tried to snake people. I never tried to get over on people. So I feel like when certain things happen in a relationship and people get violated, that's like betrayal.
Okay, it's like stealing. Okay, so would you say stealing from doing that, violating someone personally versus stealing from a store? Would you equate? Is that on the same level, or one is viewed differently?
I think that right there. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. I think stealing from a store and violating a person
Is different.
is on. It's like on. It's similar.
Okay, I think he froze.
Oh, okay.
Or hopefully that's not me because I got all this new internet Wi-Fi service over here. It bet not be me. It bet
What
not
did
be
you
me, guys.
actually? so what did you So what did you end up getting, like as far as equipment goes?
So they replaced the router. He said, I think maybe your router is defected, maybe. And then he gave me
Okay.
an extender. So I have a
Oh, perfect.
Xfinity extender that I put. And so I didn't really know where to place it. So I placed it upstairs because I was wanting to put it next to it. But I Googled and they said, don't put it next to it because I guess that's defeat. I
Yeah.
mean, that doesn't work that
She's the
way.
perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, so I put it upstairs. So I'm hoping, and then I did a little test run and everything. So,
Mhm.
oh, I can see people who's watching. Hey, Ty. Hey, Queen, and hey, John.
Tell them to
Hello.
come up. Tell them to come up.
You guys, there's a link in the chat too. You can come up. I think I didn't say welcome to my friends for joining the bedroom noise. My new friends and my returning
Mhm.
friends. So welcome to bedroom noise. We're just on here testing out my equipment tonight and kind of doing a well, I don't know. Jameka Nicole was in her feelings a little bit about last night's podcast, and so I wanted to talk a little bit more about it. I'll share a little bit. I was in my feelings because I think that we did not, I don't believe, and you tell me what you think, Fode. Do you guys think, did we practice curiosity over judgment last night? Do you think, because that's really big. That's one of the components that I really, really stress the most is active listening, emotional regulation, which I think we controlled our emotions. Nobody,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was I don't know if we really use that radical empathy that I really like to stress, and I don't know how much we use the curiosity over judgment.
So what I did notice was there was some defensiveness coming from the women last night, um, and not enough of asking the question of, well, okay, why do you feel like that? Because
Okay,
because remember, you know what I'm
you're
saying.
right.
We're you know what I'm saying, like, oh, we're guys, you know what I'm saying. Even though you know what I'm saying, like, we may be egotistical and stuff like that, we you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, like, we do have stories. So there's always a story behind what, like, we're saying and like how we're feeling. So I think as far as the women goes, sometimes just asking a simple question of, so what happened to you? Or like, why do you feel like that? I think like that would generate, number one, more conversation, number two, more understanding, and then number three, like a better dialogue between the genders.
And you are absolutely 100% is exactly the conversation I had today, that we did not get curious either. We did not say, why do you think that way? But I don't think the men didn't do that either. So when we had our special guest on that was talking and giving a story about what took place when she was younger
Mhm.
of being kissing a guy, we didn't say. So I didn't hear those curiosity questions. I just heard a lot of, which you guys were being silly, and it was funny, but I think it could have been funny on the expense of someone too, on her as well. As far as I see your face, I see your
Okay,
face,
I'm gonna
I
wait
see
it
your,
out. I'm
and
gonna wait
ask
it out. I'm gonna
questions,
wait it out. No,
ask
no,
questions.
no, no. I'm gonna wait it out. Go ahead, finish.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
Can you, can you hear me?
Yeah, no, I can hear you.
Can people hear me out there in the world and the land? Can someone put it to let me know who you can't hear so we'll know who needs to go in, out, and come back in?
I'll go out and come back in.
Okay.
Okay.
I hope it's not my internet. I paid $1 million freaking dollars for. See, Brian, you can hear me? You can hear both. Okay. Oh, it's probably mine. I'm gonna be so mad if it's mine.
Can you hear me now?
I can't. Can you hear me?
Uh-huh. Can you hear me?
Yeah, this is my $1 million Wi-Fi
There we go.
working.
There we go. All right, so go
But
ahead. Finish what you're
I feel
saying.
I feel like you have two people on stage. Let me oh let me
Uh-oh.
let me bring. I'm gonna take you down one. I got
Okay.
you. I got you. Okay. Um. So I see your face all twisted up, and this, and you know what I do? I welcome us to get like this. I'm not mad, I'm not upset, and I love all of this. I just want us to make sure that we are making sure we're active listening and we are hearing each other. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. No one's taking no one. I don't want anyone to take an L, and I don't want anybody to take a W either, right? Unless we both are taking, or we're all taking a W. So, Fode. Fode. You take the wrong one off?
There we go. Can you hear me now?
Okay, was that was my phone? Hold on.
I hope so, because I got $1 million system over here.
Was that? Did I mess everything up?
Nah, you
Yeah,
good.
I want to blame you. Yeah, I'm gonna blame you.
Yeah, I pulled in the driveway. That drink went straight out.
I was so happy it wasn't me. I look, I don't even care. I was so happy. But Photo, I can't. Go back out, Photo.
You can't hear me?
Mm-mm.
Nope. I can
Oh,
hear you.
You can?
so you think
Yeah,
it's
I can hear
me?
you. Yeah, I can
You
hear
can-
both of y'all.
All right, let me go.
So what should I do?
So it ain't my fault. I already say I pulled in the driveway. I don't know what the hell happened. I was like, damn. I said I ain't get no service in the driveway or something.
I know that was weird.
Yeah, it was super
You went
weird.
like you were like this,
Stuck.
stuck.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I was like, oh, he gonna get settled in. I don't know.
And you just got all this internet stuff and it's still going.
Hey, I don't think it's me.
Check. Can you hear me?
Fode,
Yeah, I can
I
hear
don't want to
you.
go out. because I really think it's not me. I
But
want to
you got
know if
I
if
got
my
just
him on
friends
there
can hear
twice.
me. If
because
my
I can
friends
hear
can
you
hear
too,
me.
DZ.
Yeah, I can hear you and all good. I can
Jamaica,
hear.
only one can't hear.
Yeah,
You better send that back to Xfinity.
I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna freaking go out. DZ?
yeah. You got to get the right
Oh, it is
service.
me. Okay, hold on.
She tried.
Yeah, because that thing is going crazy there.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I can't hear you now.
You can't hear me now?
I can't hear you.
Wow. My shit working perfectly fine.
Well, maybe she got to come back in.
Okay. Yeah, my joint working fine.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Check, check, check.
Yeah, my joint working fine. C Brown, what's popping? I don't know what happened.
Hello.
I can hear you.
Hello, hello.
I can hear you.
I can't hear you. Can you
You
hear
can't
me,
hear.
Jameka? Oh my gosh. This ain't it.
Yeah, I can hear both of y'all. Yeah, I can hear both of y'all. Yeah, well, this is bedroom noise and DZ's in the building. I gotta set up the live for SBGB because I definitely gotta go live. I didn't go live last night, but we're gonna go live. Shout out to all y'all that rock with the channel. We are in the building.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. My thing is working good. I'm working good. I'm good.
I'm gonna try one more time, then let me try.
Yeah. Hey man, listen, man, it's your boy DZ. We in the building. All good. Make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel. Jameka is trying to build bedroom noise. She's putting that work in. She gotta build this thing up. Gotta put that pressure on it. Smash that like button, hit that subscribe button. Yeah. Shout out to all y'all that rock with the channel. Yeah. We grinding. You dig? Yes, we are. We are grinding. Yeah, we had a good live earlier though. We're on our way to moving on up. Moving on up like George and Wheezy. For sure. Hey,
Can you hear me? I'm on.
I can hear you good. Now you freezing now.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you
I'm on
hear
my
me?
iPad.
You on the iPad
Yeah.
now?
Can you hear me?
I can
I'm on
hear
my
you.
iPad now. Okay.
Yeah, you might got to start doing it on your iPad. Yeah, you might got to do it on your iPad. I'm telling you that iPhone, I don't think it has great connection. I don't think the connection is all that good, just being honest. I don't think that connection is that good.
I need you not to talk about my iPhone.
Oh, you heard that?
I did. Okay, where did Fode go? He got he blew.
I don't know. I don't know. His thing might have froze too. Yeah, his thing might have froze too.
Where he go?
Yeah, I don't know. His thing might have froze too. Yeah, his might have froze too because he might got an iPhone.
The time coming, we go viral.
You said viral?
No, I was that me hit my phone did that. You heard that? Oh, you can hear now. Oh, you can hear now.
I can freaking
Shit.
hear you now. God dang it. I don't know what to do. You know what I think I can do?
What?
What can I think? I think I could pay for its StreamYard.
Yeah, but you might have to go on your computer
Yeah,
and
you're right about that.
you might you might have to go on your computer and we might got to just go on your computer and got to get the camera.
Yeah.
It's crazy, you know. I got one sitting right here on the table. Yeah, I think I got one right here. Yeah, I got one sitting here on the table. Yeah.
I think I should just do it from the PC.
From the computer?
From the computer, yeah.
But you gotta get a camera on there.
I need a camera, yes.
Yeah.
And a mic, right?
And a mic, yeah.
And a mic. Yeah.
But your computer might got a mic on it, but it ain't gonna be clear like that. It might be a little rough.
Yeah, I don't want rough.
Yeah.
I'm tired of rough.
Yeah, you gotta get it smooth.
I need to get my life together.
Yeah, it's gonna come together. These are everybody that gets started goes through this. Trust me, I've been through it too. Trust me.
Just it's like so embarrassing that God.
Yeah, but you gotta learn while it's active. You don't know until you go active. You know what I'm saying? Once you go active, that's when you find out everything.
Thanks, C. Brown. You guys are everybody is so nice and sweet.
Yeah,
my ass be over here stressed the hell out. But I know when you get the bumps, let me see if I can do Fode one more time. I don't know. I'm gonna try him one more time. Mm-hmm. 2, 1, because then
it start breaking up.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Blue. Okay, I'm saying Bluetooth. Yeah, I hear you 2 times.
All right. Let me try to figure this out.
Okay. RM said a Bluetooth mic. Oh, is that the one you clip, like the clip thing? You think the clip is that the clip on RM?
Yeah, you might get one of those.
Might be cheaper.
Yeah, might be cheaper.
Thank you, C. Brown. Thank you, SBGB TV.
Check.
You guys. Okay, I think you're better now.
Mm-hmm.
So tonight is the night for me to be trying to work this equipment out. I put the extender upstairs. So I don't know, maybe I need to, I'm gonna see tonight if I need to move it to another room or if the room I have it in is okay.
Okay.
RM said easier and cheaper. Yeah, so I could just get the clip on. I think I'm gonna just go from the PC. Cause it's getting on my nerves. I ain't gonna even hold you.
Yeah. And you got time to get it so that by the time Thursday come.
Mm-hmm. I'll be legit.
Too legit to quit.
I knew you was gonna do that. I knew you was gonna do that. I was about to do that. Mm-hmm. Okay. So yeah, so I just wanted to come on to test this internet, but also just to feel like I don't know. I feel like I didn't do a really good job with curiosity over judgment. Oh, I think you missed that part, DZ, when you was froze up and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. I was stating that I don't feel like we did a lot of curiosity over judgment last night. I felt like we could have asked more questions, like why do you feel that way, or when you. I did hear a question like when you kissed him, why did you do that, or why did you feel that, or what did you, I did hear that, but I don't know if it was really out of, like,
I have a suggestion.
okay,
It's only a suggestion. I don't think you should do that.
do what?
Now, say what you don't think this did and that, and think that and that. Just go with your flow of your show and just flow. Don't think about anything like with negatively, like, oh, I didn't do this. I didn't think that's gonna overwhelm you, because then you're gonna create a pattern of every time you do a show, you're gonna feel like you missed something,
Mm-hmm.
and nothing's gonna be perfect. It gives you room to talk about something next time. So
Hey,
if you feel like you
how you
missed
doing?
something,
I'll be out there in a little bit. I said I'll be out there in a little bit. Are you in a meeting? Kind of, yeah.
Something like that.
yeah.
But I'm really about people's feelings, and I want
Check,
everybody. I want.
check, check,
I'm. A,
check, check, check.
we can hear you, Fode. Check a check. Checkity check. We can hear you.
Yeah,
I think it's
but
too
it's
many of you on
background.
here. Oh, it's because it's too many of you. Hold on, let me remove him one time at least. Oops, did I remove? I tried to remove only one person. But I think that hold on, Fode. I think that I don't want anybody to. I don't mind that we disagree. I don't mind that I don't mind any of that. But what I don't want is that anyone's feeling any kind of way. I don't want I don't want to damage anybody.
Yeah, but you can't yeah, you can't worry about that, baby. You can't worry about that, baby.
All right.
Yeah, you're gonna stress yourself out, baby. Don't do that to yourself.
Mm.
You know?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I think when we're curious over judging people, I think that helps it helps people walk away without feeling any kind of way, possibly.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah,
and I don't know how great we did that of last night.
don't worry about it. Last night was last night, baby. I mean, we're gonna go last night every day.
No.
Last night, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Last night.
Really, I knew it was a song coming. I didn't know what song it was this time.
Yeah. I didn't want to sing that song. Yeah, that song was crazy.
Yeah, and I make a platform where you can get down and do, I don't want to be mama up here, either, but and I'm okay with people. I think, Jess for sure wanted to make sure that she wasn't overstepping in, the podcast, but I'm okay for you guys to get crazy. I think not crazy, but I mean, I'm okay for you to speak up and say what you want to say. I think we can all practice how to say something in a way we need to have it said and still keep it respectful,
Mm-hmm.
right? Don't you think?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
So,
I see photo twice up here. That's why I'm a little nervous.
you might can get rid of one of them before you click it.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get rid of one. Both of them says add. It don't say get rid of. Let me see. I see this one moving, so I'm gonna do this one. We're gonna try one more time, photo.
All right, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
All right,
I
there we go.
do.
Okay. I had to get on my iPad.
The iPad's winning tonight.
Yeah, exactly. So moving forward, I'm gonna get on my iPad.
Yeah.
So DZ was pretty much saying last night happened. It is over. Stop reliving stuff, Jameka. And I do that. That's something I can work on. Because I start thinking about stuff and I'm like, you know.
So what was bothering you? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Wow. Good question. I don't think we were using curiosity over judgment. And I was thinking that a lot of questions could have been asked about it. You know, why do females, you know, do this, or why do females think they can, you know, why do females think they can, why does female not understand that if they did X, that a man can feel a certain kind of way about it, which you guys did express. If you did do X, you feel like if you kissed being in a relationship and you kiss another guy, how you would feel about that. So we did get that from you, but I don't know if it was at someone's expense of just how it was, maybe how that information came, you received that information.
And I think like just a specific you know saying like you know saying like scenario when she did share it, I think that we took the route because when she was initially asked, you know, if she's ever stepped out, it was a no. But then she came back and was like, well, it was only a kiss. So it's kind of like, I mean, I like, how can I put it? At least for me, it threw me off as a guy. Because I'm like, okay, we gave you a chance at first to say, you know what I'm saying? Like whether you did it or not, and you said no, but then you came back and was like, but it was only a kiss. So that's why we was kind of just going off.
Okay, so it was that somebody had a pet peeve of that last night. Women not telling
The truth at first, yeah.
the first time around.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think we have to own that one. I think we do really have to own that one.
You think so?
we have to own that. We do have to own that. We do have to. Yeah. I think, and what another thing that I learned from last night with males is that I think we weigh things. I didn't do, because to us it just was a kiss or it was a dance where you actually did the whole sexual act plus some, probably, right? And I think that's what I think that's what's going on here.
Yeah, and I think that in that situation, the women were trying to downplay it, like the kissing thing wasn't like as bad, and it is as bad. You know,
Okay.
it is. So like, you really can't downplay kissing another guy, and then say, well, okay, but you went all the way and it's worse. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like both. You know what I'm saying? You're saying like both of the acts are bad, regardless if you went all the way through it or not. You know, like you were emotionally in somebody's space.
You were physically in someone's space.
Yeah.
But I also, when you said that, made me think about emotional cheating versus physical cheating too.
There's no difference. There's no difference.
Okay.
Because like, you know, it can be emotional today, and then they can hook up later and then go physical. Because remember, it like always starts off, you know what I'm saying, with like emotional, because you have to have feelings to sleep with somebody. Regardless if it's a one night stand or you was drinking or not, there's feelings involved in it.
Okay.
Yeah. I want you to remember, you brought this back up. So when Jess said something about this, that was over. You brought it back up.
That's what you want to do?
I want to say that so she can't blame nobody else. You brought that up.
No, we talked about it today. So I'm, you know,
okay.
So you're
sick with it.
Yes, she knew I was going to talk about this tonight.
Okay, as long as it, because I don't want her to be blaming the guys, like all these guys.
You get on my last of the nerves that I don't even have left.
Okay.
Right, Ariam, you covered it.
You ain't gonna be mad at me tonight.
Okay.
Because the thing about what happened was my office played replay last night. That's what happened today. Okay. Yes, they were on replay. They were on replay in the office today. On a break. On a earned break.
Just said read her comment.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Just hold on. Where you at, Jess? This one, I put it up here. Oh, do you want me to read it out loud? So Jess says, I never did so. I answered absolutely not. And I can't remember what we was talking about when you absolutely not. Just
I guess Frode said that she said no at first and then said yes. So she's trying to say that she never said no.
okay.
I guess that's what she's saying.
Okay. So when it was asked, did you ever cheat before? She said no. But then she came and remembered, sometimes. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I can't stand
She
myself.
said scroll higher, not
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Easy asks if I slept with other people.
Okay. Okay. Yes, that is true. That was asked. Because a lot of times you guys think cheating is sleeping, a lot of times we equate sleeping or cheating with sleeping with someone, but cheating can be other ways. And so when she heard that, I think that's what she was answering that, but she did come back and admit that. And I know what I'm hearing, the guys want us, if you ask a question, to say the answer right then and there, the real answer, the truth, right?
Yeah, want the truth. Love the truth. Oh my goodness. Love it. Even if it hurts.
Because the curiosity piece, right? We could have been like, well, okay, so why didn't you move forward after the kiss and like sleep with the dude? See what I'm saying? But I didn't want to ask that because I think that that would have been like a little too personal.
RM said technically Jess is correct.
Technically, yeah.
All right, Jess is correct.
Yeah.
Jess is correct.
Don't be just yeah, so I agree too. Okay. See, because she is a decent woman. She's not a perfect woman, but she is a decent woman.
Mm-hmm.
So it was important for her. And I do truly believe that how she felt that day and even all these years later, she feels the same way, that really she wasn't okay. She wasn't okay looking at herself in a mirror after that happening.
Yeah.
And I don't know, are men, do you look yourself in a mirror when you when you're not honest and are you, and it's a question I'm asking.
I'm
Why
looking in
you
the mirror and say I'm a damn dog. Damn, I was a dog.
Uh-huh.
for real?
Damn.
Yeah.
That's why? That's not okay.
Women don't look in the mirror when they do something wrong and say there was a nasty.
No, you feel bad if you're gonna feel some kind
Then
of
they
way.
say I'll be all right. Man. Hey, we'll get by it. They don't hold on.
No, that's not true. Oh my gosh.
So
You want to ask a question, Daisy? You have a question?
I want to hear a lie then forget it. All right. Do women, when they do something foul, do they say, all right, it'll be all right, they make excuse for it and move on? Or they just sit there and say, man, I did wrong. I shouldn't have did that. Do they do that?
It eats them up. It eats them up.
Why do they go back and do it again?
They not all do. Some yes do, but the ones that are genuine, the ones that are decent, it eats them up. I can still hear the pain in Jess' voice with that situation. You know what I mean? I can still hear the pain still from that time in her voice still, so.
She said, I'm perfect. Jameka, I am perfect. Please don't mistaken.
As we just said?
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm getting into the comments. Is emotional cheating not a problem, Jameka? Emotional cheating is even worse than physical cheating. It is. It is. Mm-hmm. I am not disagreeing or thinking. I actually think it's worse than physical cheating, especially for a guy. Especially for a guy. Well, I think for both. I do. Let me see if I can. So no, I don't think it's okay. I don't think it's okay, guys.
You don't think so?
Okay, Jess says she perfect. Yeah, Jameka, I am perfect. Please don't. See, that's what she. Get your perfect butt up on the stage, then. How about that,
Right.
Miss Perfect? Miss Perfect.
Miss Perfect.
Get your ass on the stage. Yeah. So no,
So what else bothered you about last night?
Yeah.
Well, Brooke's gonna always bother me. So
Wow.
much love, Brooks. No, but I think I just feel like I was bothered because I'm here to kind of make sure that we stay on track and keeping the core, you know. And I don't think I thought that just that also I talked about the curiosity over judgment. I don't think we were using empathy, radical empathy last night. And I also think that I didn't do a really good job with saying men ask questions because you guys put extra on a lot of the story. You guys were putting a lot of extras on the story. That story went from a kiss to, I mean, jumping on stuff and hopping on stuff and backing up on stuff. And you guys are probably just silly willies, but I'm like, oh my God. But I don't want that at people's expense, is what I'm saying.
I think Jess is a very good girl.
Mm.
I think Jess wouldn't do anything out of the ordinary. I think Jess wouldn't do anything but the kiss.
You get on my nerves. You get on my nerves. I'm not gonna
I'm
even
just
go.
saying I gotta make sure I'm good with Jess. Don't burn me up with Jess. You know, just throw it all on me because then I start saying something because you keep talking about it. I'm gonna dig into it. So I gotta remind myself that Jess is good people. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to. You keep trying to take us into that. You know, you taking me through there. Take me through there. Yeah.
Okay, so this is what the conclusion that I won't say the conclusion, but these are the thoughts that popped in my head a few times after last night's podcast. I feel like, and I'm asking, do you guys think you guys are like men? Do you think like you're unhealed or scorned? Do you think you're scorned?
Now I think that I've been taught lessons and I gotta not be naive and understand the lessons that I've been taught. You know, I think when you're younger, you haven't learned them lessons. So you're going off just in the blind. But when you learn some lessons, you gotta move accordingly. And I think when you move accordingly, it helps you to be able to adjust.
Yeah.
You know, so do you not think that you're bringing some stuff in? Okay, so this is the question. You know, sometimes in life where we're at, we connect with people that are kind of in that same living kind of where you're making contact or having contact with people where you're at that moment. Would you agree with that or no?
I'm making contact with people
The
where
people
I'm
that you're
at.
interacting with are people that are kind of similar to where you're at that moment in life. Like right now, would you mess with a ratchet da 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 da? I don't know how to say this without being mean about it. Oh, it is this bedroom noise. Would the kind of women that you're dealing with now versus the women you dealt with in the past? Would you say they are different or no?
Of course, because I've grown, I've matured, my trial and error. You know what I mean? So, you know, when you don't know, you're gonna go with what you don't know.
Okay, stay right there. Stay right there. We gonna ride together. Okay. That's the point that I'm making. So the women you've dealt with in the past probably wouldn't be the women you're dealing with right now. So the women that you possibly dealing with right now, the way you talk sometimes is as if you're still dealing with that woman that you would have dealt with back in the day.
No.
If she's telling you X, Y, and Z, you're like, nope, she probably did this. She probably did this. That's probably not that woman.
But you got to remember this, Jameka. Women operate also off of how the guy is acting. Whereas though, if they feel like they got a sucker, they're gonna treat the guy like a sucker. You know, and it's just what it is. You know, you have to be a certain way for a woman to treat you a certain way. Because if she feels she can push over, she might not, you know, push over if you stand up. But if she see you a pushover, she gonna push over. That's just how it is, man. You know, and then she's gonna tell you, well, I didn't mean this, I didn't mean that. No, you seen that you could push over on me, so you did it.
So I don't get. So I don't really understand.
You don't understand?
No.
Stop that, Jameka. I'm telling you, if a woman feels that she can push over and she's gonna do it. Women like stern guys that make sure they set boundaries. And if they get a guy that don't, they might like the guy, but they're gonna run over him.
Okay. Yeah. Run over. Okay. That's
You know what I mean? You're gonna do things that you wouldn't do with the other guy that wouldn't accept it.
okay.
Like as though if you was in the messing with a guy that wouldn't mind you talking to your exes and say these are just my friends, we wasn't going there, you would do that. But if you was with a guy to say, yo, I don't agree with that, you might sneak and do it, or you might not do it. You understand what I'm saying? So, women are gonna do things, with certain guys accordingly.
Okay. You agree with that, Foden?
I do. And also, so like I also had a question, with you asking us if we're healed, what I don't understand is why do women set time limits for commitment?
Explain a little more. Like,
Okay.
what does the time limit mean?
Okay, so let's say, for example, right, saying like you're dating a guy for, let's say, like 4 or 5, 6 months, right? But he doesn't want to like fully commit, but then y'all would like associate that with him, like you're saying, like not being healed.
Oh. Yeah, that's her trying to control the situation, in my opinion. That's the female trying to control it. I want this relationship right now, and because you don't want it, or we're not moving at the same time, then that means something is wrong with you. That's what I'm hearing. I think women should embrace a man telling them that versus trying to persuade them or trick them. I don't know if I want to say trick them, but trick them into getting in a relationship with them.
So like pretty much like what I'm trying to do is like I'm trying to figure out you know what I'm saying, like your reasoning behind the, saying like the question of like are we like healed or not?
Okay. So what I meant by that, and I might have used the wrong word with the heal. I want to know that it's almost the same thing. Are men, they know what they possibly did. Maybe the women you dealt with back in the day when you were, out doing, the women that you were dealing with back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe the things that you did back in the day, because, you guys are all just 100% great men right now. So the things that you did in the past and the women that you dealt with in the past, do you really think that you have really left them, or left that in the past when now that you're moving into this, now that you are who you are right now at this stage, this time? Because what I'm hearing is, if you're not dealing with Shaquita doing X, Y, and Z, getting bumped in the back of the car seat, the back of the seat, doing all this crazy stuff that you guys were naming last night that women do or whatever, I don't know that woman, like who's doing that? So are you, and that's why I'm like, are you healed from that? Are you bringing that thinking that that same woman is still, are you dealing with that same woman today? Or have you left that woman alone? Because if you left that woman alone, the women that you're dealing with right now, that would not be the situation as far as she's doing all this crazy stuff that you guys were describing. Does that make sense?
It does. So in that light, what I will say as far as I go, being healed would mean that you wouldn't deal with those type of women anymore, because you don't want to because like you know what I'm saying, like as far as I go, I don't want to go through those emotions. I don't want to go through those trials and errors anymore. But at the same time, um, like I'm not gonna rush into anything because this next woman, even though she may be the golden woman or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like with time, she may start showing those signs.
I get that. I think I'm just saying the way you describe and how you talk, it sounds like you're still dealing with that same kind of woman back in the day, or you're because of maybe trauma or something with that you're still thinking of that person, and you're the quality of the woman that you probably or should be dealing with, or you are dealing with right now. You're almost putting those, you almost treated her like a Shaquita.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna be cautious regardless of who it is. You know what I'm saying? Because like, because to me, I think that women are great actors. Honestly, I really honestly do. I think like all I I think all women are great actors. You know what I'm saying? But um, but in
That's
the
crazy.
but in the same breath, but in the same breath, when saying, like when y'all want a guy, y'all are gonna do your research, y'all gonna do your homework, and y'all are gonna tailor how y'all act to get the guy, right? True or false?
Um, I don't. So you saying show a different person, show up as your representative and not who you are.
Exactly.
Mm,
You don't think so?
no, I mean I don't know. I don't. I think everybody shows up with their best foot forward. It's kind of like when you get a new job, right? You there, you just and then. But if you're so off from who you are, that's a whole you tricking and scamming and scheming. In my opinion, that's scamming and scheming. You know.
Hmm. But I think the ultimate goal for a man and a woman should be to like move in together because that's when you really know that person, honestly.
Yeah.
So like pretty much unless if I'm living with a woman or like if I have access to her house, you know what I'm saying? Like whenever I probably honestly won't like take her 100% serious because I really don't know who she is, honestly.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I
And
mean,
that's where I'm at in life right now with it.
but how soon are you? How? I mean, how soon is she moving in?
I'm not saying like in 6 months or something like that. But what I'm saying is, you know, like as far as dating, because I'm someone like me, I just like turn 51, right? So I'm not into the going to the, what I'm saying, to like the clubs every like Friday night like I was when I was 20. So it's like now it's like I I want to find somebody that I can trust that don't want to kill me while I'm asleep. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I can't I can't just mess with just like any woman, you know what I'm saying? Because
Or
that's the
rob
mental,
you?
huh?
Or rob you?
I don't want her to rob me either.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah.
So that's what level I'm at, you know. So like I'm like, well, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, does she practice? I don't know. Does she practice certain like safety precautions and things like that? Because it's like I got a lot to lose, so it's like, you know, I just can't just mess with anybody. If
No,
that makes sense.
and you shouldn't. But again, I
So
don't.
so
I
the
don't think.
Shaquitas are definitely out the door because they scammers.
Yeah. Yeah. I think scared by cheating. Love is a battle.
It is. I like that. It is. It's a battle,
Let
definitely.
me put Jess's up there again. What did she say? I don't see Jess. Oh, men are taking your anecdotal experience and generalizing them across the entire group. Oh, Oh, I know. I know what you're saying. So that's what you guys are, and that's, do you think you realize there are women that are pretty decent, right?
Of course.
We don't hear that. We only hear like thinking that almost all women are doing all this F stuff, this fluckery.
I don't know.
Why are
I
you
mean, like
smiling, Deezy?
maybe I don't know. Like maybe like it's just my luck, but like all of the really good women, you know what I'm saying? Like the really good women, they friends on me. But you know what I'm saying? But it's like I try to date the ones that actually like me, and then I end up with these stories.
What stories?
With like the bad stories, like okay, like she dogged me, she cheated on me, she did, you know, said like did whatever. Does that make sense?
That
So
you
like, uh, go ahead.
that she's dog. You end up having to tell the stories because she dogged you or something like that. You're saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So it's like I do know that they're good women, but they are all my friends or my sisters or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And we never
Mm-hmm.
like crossed those lines. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but there are good women out there. But then again, I don't know if they're doing the same thing that these other women are doing to me to other guys. But in the light, we are cool because we never crossed the line. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, Deezy, do you think there's good women out there or no?
Yeah, of course. Damn right, there's good women. I just think as a man, you gotta you still gotta put your foot down, control the situation when you are together. You gotta be a leader. You give a woman some room, the mind start wondering. Then the other guy at work becomes the work boyfriend. It's like it's a lot. So and you dealing with shit like that. You know what I mean? She's out in the public and this guy just might be nice to her and they might have to go out and be partners during the day, and they gotta do things together and she's getting real acquainted with this guy because she's comfortable. She's at work every day, 8 hours, and this guy's hanging out. You're home and you gotta remember, you're at work 8 hours, you're at home 6 hours, maybe 5, and you're sleeping the other 8. So you got that 5 at home with the guy that you're supposed to be in love with or with, but you got the 8 with the guy at work. So the guy at work is getting more acquainted with you. So there are good women out there. It's so many obstacles and things in life that create distractions, and if a person's for you, they for you. If they not, they not. That's why you can't be trying to fight and hold on to everything, because some people just not going to be for you. And if you do that to yourself, then that's going to be a frustrating time of your journey in life. You can't do that to your one. You got one. It's no restart. It's not extra credits. It's none of that. So you gotta enjoy what you can. And if somebody's not for you, it's not for you. But there are some good women out there. I agree. Some good women out there just, they just hard to come across because it's a lot of women that are damaged as well.
And you think they're hard to come across?
Of course. Of course. I think just how it's a good man is hard to come across, because guys like what they like. So as a man, I might not be good to you, but I might be good to her. And me being good to her, she might not be shit to me. So it's like it's crazy. It's big,
so difficult.
Yes, you know what I'm saying. So when you really got to think about it, it's not gonna always be perfect, and you might think that it's gonna be, oh, we can work on it. That might not be for me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
so as I've got older, I've learned a lot. You know what I mean? And I understand that my peace is the most important thing. If somebody's rocking with me, okay, it's all love. Not to put focus on trying to make things a certain way and let them be. If there's gonna be that, then it's gonna work. But if I'm trying to force it, I gotta do it this way and that way, that shit ain't gonna never work because it wasn't natural. I think natural things work better than forced things.
but it's also work within it.
Yeah, but
You
it's
can't.
not going to be that kind of work if it's natural. Now that's a forced relationship. Then you want a forced relationship because yes, you can force a relationship to work where we got to work on this, we got to work on that. I feel like it's some people that get together, and I feel like it's not a lot, very slim, that get together and they're able to bounce off each other, their energies. You know what I mean? And they might have discrepancies and things in their relationship, but they're able to communicate, talk, and then they can have like a conversation and let it go. You know, with some people, they get into discrepancies and they go on for 3, 4, 5 days. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
that's just like, damn, you woke up the next day, y'all still at it. And then, all right, now 5 days later, we good. Like, damn, y'all went for 5 days doing this every day, and then y'all good, and now y'all good for a couple months, and then y'all, now that process turns into 6 days. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's some people that they can go through something and, man, baby, let's just talk about it. All right, we cool, man. That shit ain't even that serious. Come on now, we rock, you know what I mean? Boom, 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 boom. And then y'all could talk about it and then it iron itself right out. So I feel like those are the relationships that are natural. The ones that I gotta fight with you 8 days and 5 days and 4 days to get that. And then it's like we love each other on the 6th day. And it's like, damn, why can't we always just be like this? This is a good one. You know what I'm saying? Those are forced relationships. Even if you feel like, yo, we talked it out, those are forced relationships.
Discussion is key.
Yeah.
So are you putting a time limit on a disagreement or a situation? Or are you saying it needs to be done within?
And this needs to be natural. But if it's forced, because you can force it. Oh, y'all trying to figure out how to balance it out throughout time. It's just natural. Yo, when I can talk to the other person, it got to be one person that can reason and the other person that's willing to listen. All right, yo, let's just do it like this. And then the other person like, all right, I understand you. I got you. Whereas though you said, yo, let's do this, man, fuck that. I ain't with that. I don't care about that. You did this last time. Well, how are we going to get past this? And then after a couple days, we doing it a couple days. Now it's like, all right, let's work on it. No, that's forced.
Yeah.
I'm an expert.
Oh, now we go. Here we go with your experts.
Hey.
That's real stuff I just said right there, though.
Well, that's deep.
And I do think that a lot of relationships are spending too many time, weeks and days arguing about something. I did it for years. I argued for years. I literally, not every day, but it was the same. It was the same issue for years until I said, Jameka Necole, are you kidding me? I got on my own nerve. And I had to do something.
But now when you think about that, right, Jameka, that damaged you to a certain extent, baby.
You think I'm damaged?
No, I'm just being honest with you.
No, tell me.
You my peoples, right? And I
tell me.
You, right? But that damaged you. If you to argue with somebody that long, certain things will trigger you. It has to take the right individual to communicate with you. Because the wrong individual that triggers you, it'll bring back that feeling and it'll bring back that energy. So it has to be the right person that can communicate with you, that'll keep that energy away. Because I'm sure some people that you might have communicated with after that you feel it like, damn, I'm about to start arguing with this person. You know what I'm saying? And then there's some people that you might communicate, we're not even going to get into an argument.
So guess, Deezy, would you believe me if I tell you that that's the reason why I did not mess with nobody or nothing? I just needed to, because I did not want to bring that in. And I say that because I knew the importance of trying my best to get to my personal best. Am I going to still be triggered by it? I do, but the difference between just being triggered by it is me recognizing that this is probably what's going on with me versus me just being triggered by it. That's the difference, I believe. You can be triggered by it and not know why you're even being triggered by it, or being triggered by it and not. But so I'm aware because I've done the homework, I've done the healing, I've done the sitting, I've done the self reflection. I've done all that stuff. So I would say you could be right, but what I know for me now is that I recognize it even probably before the person will recognize it.
So can I ask you like what the issue was? Because obviously that was really important to you, right? That you
What?
was arguing about.
Oh yeah. You
So
asking me what the issue was?
uh-huh. If you don't mind sharing, I mean, if you mind sharing, then you know what I'm saying, like don't say it, but
No, I can share it. I'm open. If I came on here, it is what it is. So when I was married, I moved into my then husband's house, which we were engaged, and he wanted me. I had a little apartment. I was content with my apartment. He moved me in, for us to save money and all that. He had the note. He had the house before I came, but it wasn't paid for yet. And so I said, hey, if I'm because I don't believe in just living off of people or taking people's stuff. I like to contribute. I like doing that. So I said, hey, my dad always said, you make sure you don't put no lien against your house. You make sure you always, because you can always use your house in case something goes wrong. Like in a case of an emergency, you can always use your house. But if you have all this stuff going on in your house, then you can't use it. So I've always grew up knowing if you have a house, don't have too much going on with your house just in case. So his house wasn't paid for. And his house wasn't paid for. And so I said, how about I help pay extra a month, give you more money so we can get the house paid off. And then not only did I do that, I put $25,000 into the home to make it a house. I put $25,000 in his house to make it a home because it was just a bachelor place, which it was a nice home, but it just wasn't up to how I would want to live, So I said, let's do that because that was kind of like my gift in a way. You allow me to come in here and gifting this house to me because he told me, don't worry about it, this is going to be our house. Because I'm not going to I would have paid to help pay for things, but I'm not going to do extra. You know what I mean? If I rent a place, I'm not putting things on the walls and stuff like that. It's not my place. But if I'm owning mine, then yes, now I'm decorating and I'm doing some stuff. So I said, so he told me this was going to be your house. I said, great. So I invested in our home. Him and I made enough money where he could have kept that home and we could have got our own house. That's what we should have done. We should have kept that house. He should have kept that house and we should have got our own house. That's what should have happened or whatever. But he loved this house. He almost like worshiped this house. It was kind of weird. But anyway, um, so so 6 months after 6 months after we were married, 6 months later, I found out that he went behind my back and got a trust. And what the trust says, God forbid something happened to him. I just say that part of it. But if he would go, then I would have 6 months to leave the house because he was going to give the house to his kids. So I was nervous because of my childhood. I went from foster care to foster care. Housing has always been an issue to me. And I've told him my childhood story. So I thought he would know. That's why it was so easy, okay, to give up my apartment. If that was the case, I would have never gave up my apartment because I would have made sure that I had secured my apartment, my living. So I always feared housing. And so when I saw that document, it scared me. And so I got nervous. And so I was like, You agreed that this was going to be my house. You have to change that document. You have to change that document. He kept saying, okay, I'm going to change it. I'm going to change it. I'm going to change it. But he never did. So I would argue for like 5 years or so about him making sure he put my name, changing that document. So if something happened to him, I wouldn't be this 50, 60, 80-year-old woman with her bags because he wanted to give the house to his kids. Who probably I'm pretty sure that sometimes us parents see value in things like that. But if I leave my house right now to my kids, they're probably going to sell the house. They don't care about the house. They want the money more than they probably want the house. They probably don't even want to live here where I live anymore. They probably want to get up out of here and go something. So you're gifting something to someone that probably all they're going to do is sell it anyway. But I could be 50, 80, and we had a large age difference between us. So not to say anybody can pass at any time, but if we go by age, he would leave before I would leave if we go by age. And so I would be this 50, 60, 80-year-old woman packing her bags up, even although we didn't agree to that. And my thing is I don't mind working hard and getting working and doing what I need to do, but don't go off of something that we agreed on. And if you do want to do something different than we agreed upon, I'm your wife. You need to talk to me. He went behind my back. I saw the documents. I didn't go even snooping. They were just kind of right there, and I opened it. He like left it out, and I opened it, and I was like, whoa. And immediately my childhood hit me. Like, oh my God, I'm gonna be this foster child again. Like all that hit me. So that's
So what did you
interesting.
learn from that situation though?
What I learned, I looked at myself and I said, just because I tell someone my childhood story doesn't mean they understand everything about it. Like, if you don't know my childhood story, I don't even want to talk to you. I'm not even trying to talk to a dude that doesn't understand where I came from, because I come with a lot. I started off in life with a lot. So I come with a lot. So if you don't even understand it, because I learned from that situation, because I shared my childhood story with you, but I did never went and broke it down as saying, I'm fearful of shelter. I'm fearful. I was fearful of shelter.
Yeah, like you should have definitely got that written down though. But yeah, like
It
25,
agreed. It was,
25 bands. Like wow, that's crazy.
I didn't come in there is let me take, and I don't take from people. I didn't come in there, give me your house, take this. I came in there and I dropped that. Plus I paid extra every month. You know how these women talk about the guys pay all the bills? I'm not that chick. I believe in what can I contribute? Did I contribute like my bills wasn't as high as, I didn't have to split like just right down the middle or anything like that, but I contribute, and it was a nice amount of money that I contribute. It wasn't that I was there taking with my hand out, gimme, gimme, gimme. No. And I was the one that said, how can we get this house paid for? You need more money every month? I'm going to give you more money every month. And this is the honest truth. The honest truth. And I wish anybody would come up here and debate what I'm saying, because it's the honest truth. I never wanted, I always was, I'm not a woman that says, the guy have to pay everything. No, let me help you. If us been able to kick it and hang out longer because you don't have to work more, let me help pay something, because I'd rather have that quality time with you. I'm more of a quality person. I want to be up under you. I want to be up under you. So if you don't have to be doing all that extra work and stuff, and I can help contribute, what you need me to pay? So that's and so it's just scared me. And so what I decided to do this is the honest truth, after I prayed to God and said, please take the fear of housing away from me. And that's when I went and I purchased this house. And I purchased the house so I can have. I didn't want to end the marriage or anything like that. I was just like, let me just at least, if when God forbid something happened and he's gonna give this house to his kids, I can at least go ahead and kick my little renters out, even though that may not be nice and sweet, but I can at least have a house that I can go to. And that's why I purchased my house. He got offended and mad that I went and purchased this house. I didn't use $1 of his money, because Jameka Necole she knows how to financially take care of stuff. So I purchased this house, and he just didn't understand how I was able to purchase this house without him, because he didn't recognize the qualities that I brought to it, to the marriage, because I was younger than him. So he kind of treated me, I won't go all there, but yeah, but I bring a lot of stuff to the table.
Wow. Okay.
And I know that, and I'm not trying to toot or hoot or nothing, but it's the fact. It's facts. So one of my podcasts that I did when I was out a couple of weeks ago, I talked about my childhood story, and I said I'm a firm believer, if you don't address your childhood traumas, they will enter into your adult life. And I spoke on that situation because that's how I entered into my marriage. And I took responsibility, because I didn't sit him down and say, hey, I'm fearful. I thought my story spoke by itself. If I tell you my story, I'm thinking you would know, oh my gosh, she was bouncing from foster care to adoption. Like, you would know, oh my God, we need to make sure she's secured in her housing. I'm thinking my man would know that. And what I've learned from that situation is not everybody read between lines. Not everybody understands. I should have broke it down kindergarten style, drew a picture and said, oh my God, I'm fearful of housing. Instead, he could have probably looked at it as, oh, this girl's just trying to get my house. No, I flipped a house, right? I flipped a house. And when you're married, it's very hard for you to buy a house on your own with your name only on it. If anybody know that you can't just go buy a house and be married and have your name only on a house.
Mm-hmm.
So that's I think that's what I could have done differently is sat him down and said, the reason why I'm flipping out so much is because I am fearful that when God forbid something happened to you, I'm not going to have a house and I'm scared. That's what I should have said. And I did not say that. I expected him to know that all of that.
Okay.
So as in a relationship, sometimes you have to break down stuff just like that. But you have to, but the thing about it, you also have to be comfortable to say that. I don't think I always was very comfortable to say, I am scared of housing. I'm scared that if something happened to you, I'm not gonna have a place to stay, you know? I'm like, you know my story, fool. Like, you know what I mean? So that's the story behind it.
So really, so what I'm hearing is ultimately housing is your ultimate priority. Pretty much. I mean, so like it should be anybody's like priority, but however, your specific situation, housing is your ultimate priority. Because if you end up in a relationship and that priority isn't being met, you're gonna just go get it on your own, pretty much.
So housing was always an issue. I stayed with my girl's father because
Yeah.
of housing. Longer than I probably should have been because of housing. I always feared, I went to foster care for a little bit in life, and then I got adopted. So I always struggled with, okay, if I'm leaving this house, it's because I did something wrong, or now we're back in a new house and a new mom and all this stuff, right? We got another house, and I just want to know that I'm going to be okay with a house. I need to know that I'm going to have a house.
There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You seem like definitely, yeah.
And so as being my man, I would think you would want to secure. I mean, jump offs get condos. I'm not lying. Jump offs get condos. So why would you not take care of your wife and make sure she's straight with a house at least, you know? God forbid something happened to you and I'm out of a house. That's crazy. That I put money into, that I helped remodel, that I helped like that's crazy to me. I didn't understand it. It's like, why would you do that to me? Like, you know what I mean? Why would you do that? It was just like, and so then I decided, why am I leaning on a man to make sure my housing are okay? I had to come to that. It did, but initially for those 5 years that I was arguing, that wasn't my thought process. It just clicked when I said, God, please don't take this fear of housing away from me. It just clicked, and I said, you know what? Why am I arguing with a man for his home? Flip your own. And I did. I didn't know my credit score. I never bought a house I didn't know anything about how to buy a house. And it was right in the middle of a pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
6 weeks later, God blessed me with a house when I gave up my fear of housing. 6 weeks later, from me saying yes, put the offer in, to me getting the keys. And in the pandemic, they were shutting down the inspectors. They were shutting down everything. I missed everything by a day or a week or a this or this before things were shutting down. That the notary you couldn't go to a place to get sign the document. I mean, everything was just shut down. But in 6 weeks, even with all of that happening, I got this house. And it's not a big, it's my home.
It's yours.
It's my home. And I don't ever have to, I don't ever have to try to beg a guy to give me a house or do something for me. I like to build with people, you know? So I didn't understand, why are we not building like we can have twice as what's going on right here. And I don't worship a house. I don't give about no house. I know it can come and go in a minute.
Yeah, one thing about men too, about when it comes to like building, as a man, you can't be so eager to build with a woman because you don't know the intentions. You can feel like you have a good woman and somebody that's gonna be there and help you, but you don't know the intentions. And I'm gonna tell you straight like this: when it's beef, it's beef. So you can love to the core. That could be your best friend to the end.
I
But
learned
when it's
that.
beef, it's beef.
But before the beef started, he already excluded me off the paperwork.
See,
And the thing about it, DZ, I wouldn't even mind that he made the adjustments. I just, as a wife, there's certain things. A marriage is business. So he could have came to me and said, you know what? As a man, I've decided the kids are going to get this house. Guess what Jameka would have said? Oh, okay. Because that's kind of woman I am. If he said this is what's going to happen, this is what's going to happen. What I'm going to say. But you go do sneaky stuff. That's not okay. So you know you can cheat financially too in a marriage, right?
Okay.
You can.
Okay. I'm just saying, that's how some men think. They want to protect some things because I know men personally that have been stripped, and for one, my grandfather,
Like
had his
taken
house,
advantage of
had his house taken. You know what I'm saying? Like from a
from a
woman.
woman. Oh.
Yes.
Mhm.
And he when I was growing up, he always talk about the American dream. The American dream. And he married a younger woman, and she went and took a second mortgage on his house, signed his name without him knowing. And the next thing you know, he wasn't making those payments, and he's making the regular mortgage payment, and he wasn't making those payments, and the sheriff come tell him he got to go. So
I want to say that woman at least exhibited or showed something more than just that situation.
she might have, but it ain't about with that she showed more. Sometimes people are wanting to protect so that they don't have to look for the signs.
And I'm okay with anything. Were they married?
Yes, she took
Okay.
the second mortgage on the house.
Okay. So I don't mind any of that. All it is communication. If you no longer want to do the deal that we had on the table, it's okay. Because the extra money that I was putting on mortgage, because I was doing extra money, the extra money that I was doing, I could have just kept that to myself, so I could have just paid for my stuff. I'm okay. I don't need anybody's stuff. I was okay in that little apartment that I was in. I was okay there. He wanted me up over there. I was okay over there.
But did
He
that
wanted
teach
me
you a
over there.
lesson? Did that teach you a lesson? Did you learn from that, or would you try to do the exact same thing again?
What did I do?
You said you invested all of this into what he had going on.
I would still, that didn't make me go, you know what? I never want to help a guy out. I'm never going to build with a guy. That didn't do that for me. No, I will still do it, but I will make sure that, things are like I would keep my house.
So,
Even
so that you answer my question, but you making them, you putting together your statement or whatever you want to say, call it together. You answer my question. Yes, you learned from that mistake. So you said you would do things differently. You would make sure you got your own. You would keep your, so this is what happens with men, right? Just how you said you learned that lesson. When men deal with different women in their younger days and they go through things, they make sure that they don't have to go through that same thing, even if they have a different woman, but they still don't want to go through the things that they could if they just was to just let it go. So, you got to prepare yourself and be on point. It's just protecting yourself. When you protect yourself, you protect your peace. Because if you don't protect yourself and then you get caught up, I have a friend now that's going through a divorce, and we was talking about it, and I know how it feels to get sick when a woman leaves. I know how that feels, you know what I'm saying? And he was telling me just about how he was just sick. He's just getting past the sick stage, but they're not divorced yet, and he has a lot of shit. You understand what I'm saying? He got a lot of big house here, got a big house there. He got a whole bunch of rental properties. And, it's like he knows that shit is ready to go down, but he's got past the sick stage. But this has been my boy for over 20 years, since the 90s. And he's been with this woman for a long time, and I've always told him that it was going to come to this, but he was in love. You know what I mean? He couldn't see it. And, we like alike. We talk a lot. We think alike. We been this type of dudes. And I always told him, I said, bro, this is going to go different than you expect when the kids get grown, because it was a lot of rocky shit going on in the relationship. You know what I mean? But he's trying to fight and hold on. They're trying to work it out. So if he would have prepared himself, he might not have been as sick, but I'm in love. She loves me. What he did was he believed everything she said, even though they had fights and arguments. When she's saying that she loved him, he like, I really felt like she loved me. He cheated. He caught her cheating. We work it out, all that. But he thought
that gangster love, I call it.
He thought that she loved him, and comes to find out, you fall out of love with some people. You might not be in love with a person forever. It can run its course. And they was together a long time. So now he got to go to war.
Yeah. DZ, what I'm basically saying is that I understand that. And of course, when I went through the divorce, it was a fight. But I feel like you have to know the person you're dealing with. If I had shown that I was sneaking and scamming and all this stuff and doing little other stuff here and there, that would make sense. And okay, it says
you can't say that, Jameka. You can't say that. I'm on bedroom noise right now. You know what I'm saying? You can't say that. When you meet somebody and they're showing you, that they care and they rocking with you, it's all good till it's war. You don't know somebody until it's war. This is when you get to know the person. You understand what I'm saying? So yes, you coming with the nice, I'm gonna cook your dinner, I love you, we can watch the movie, hold hands up under me, all that good shit is love. But when it's war, this is when you get to know somebody. Well, when it's war, when it's beef, I don't want nothing from you. All right, I'm gonna just go, I'm gonna leave out with nothing, I'm gone. That there happens very seldom. Yeah. And it only happens when you ain't got shit. You understand what I'm saying? When you ain't got shit, okay, cool. Why wouldn't she leave without nothing? There's nothing there. But you think that a woman is going to allow you to go live with all of the things that you accumulated and live the vida loca and go stick your Peter Pecker in another broad and let her enjoy the fruits of what she felt that she done, what she didn't. She was just there, but she felt like she did this. You know what I'm saying? No.
DZ, can I tell you this?
Yes, let me hear it.
All I wanted was my $25,000 that I put in the house.
Okay. I believe you, Jameka. I believe you. I believe just because it's you, I believe you.
I'm only saying that to tell you that majority of the time that is the case. But there are cases where all I want, I know there's some people, I want the broom, the mop, they want the sponges and everything, right? I wanted it to be I didn't want anybody to be homeless on there, but I wanted the furniture that I put in there, and I wanted that money that I put into the house. That's it.
But you don't know this when you meet somebody and you say you gotta know what you're dealing with. You don't know this.
So I walked away. I walked away. I ill. I walked away.
You don't know anything, Jameka, when you meet somebody and y'all, when it's lovey. You don't know none of that stuff, man.
No,
it's lovely. I love you.
Yes.
You don't know. It's when the beef, then you get to see somebody. You understand? Because I understand. You know what I mean? I've been in relationships. I've never been married. That's my choice. I could have been married 10 times. You know what I'm saying? This is my choice. But I'm saying every woman I've been with, I could have married. You understand what I'm saying? Because I am a provider. I am the one that keeps the household. You know what I'm saying? I've never had to go live with a woman. You understand what I'm saying? So I could have been married. The woman would have married. You know what I'm saying? I've had women that, why are we married? Oh, take it easy. Relax. You got to relax. You know what I'm saying? So, but, these are things that, you learn when it's war. You know, it's people that I've been to war with, you know, that I won't even speak to again. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, these are things that happen in life. You do not know until it's war. You can tell me to the blue in the face how you're the best woman that ever existed on earth, you know, and you would never do this to me, because every woman, and I'm going to say this is every woman, they'll tell you what they won't do. And when they get upset, they'll do it.
Mm-hmm. Jay Webster has a comment. Will you consider getting a prenup the next time you get married?
I won't. I'm okay to.
Fuck is taking so long? Fuck is you thinking
Like
about?
yes or no?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Hold up. That question was supposed to be as soon as you read it, you answer.
You said, "What the fuck are you thinking about?"
Yeah, what's going on?
Because it's a little difficult for me. Because I don't believe, like, I would want to secure my house, but I'm okay not to have a prenup. I would just want to make sure that.
Nah, that ain't the answer. You gotta answer yes or no. You don't okay with not having. I lost myself. I'm lost. Tell me yes or no. So you know, see, that's the thing of what women do. That's a pet peeve too. Jump around the goddamn answer and don't answer the damn answer.
We ain't on pet peeves today, okay? That was yesterday.
We throwing the pet. We reunited some shit. We throwing the pet peeve back in there. Just get out of control.
Yes or no? Gosh.
Just say no. You wouldn't. You know you wouldn't. No, it's no prenup. You know what I'm saying? Will you consider a prenup? No, you're not with the prenup. And that's the thing about, you know, women. You listen, prenups are good. If you had, listen, I'm gonna tell you this right now. If you had a lot going on, you would get a prenup.
Yep.
I do have a lot going on.
No, what I'm talking about, if you fucking own the block you live on, I'm talking about all of them motherfuckers, you would get a prenup. Cause now you get married to this nigga that don't got as much as you got. That block you live on, he got to bust it down.
What if we are kind of in similar? What if we kind of, you know, not maybe he a little more, but I'm not that far behind or something like that, or vice versa.
Man, that don't always happen. You're using scenarios that don't always happen. When you get in a relationship, it's usually somebody has a little more drive than the other person. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, don't come and we both like this. Nah, just somebody has a little more drive and somebody.
Hi, Sonia. Okay, so I think with the little bit that I do have, I'm willing to share. So can I even tell you guys this? And I'll get off of this.
Hold on, Jameka. Hold up. Jameka, hold up. I ain't no really share nothing. Get off, jump around, move around the corner, drive on the block.
Right.
Hold up.
Right. Since you're giving money away, Apple Cash me.
I like to build. I like to. Because I think I'm afraid of. I'm not afraid of getting a prenup. I just think that I love the, because I'm not a person that is willing to scheme and scam and take advantage of somebody and stuff like that.
Why wouldn't you get a prenup?
And so I almost feel offended if someone would say, "Let me get a prenup." So I wouldn't want to do that to someone else.
Nah. You know? So if a guy asks you for a DNA, if you had a baby by a guy and you in the hospital, and he's like, "Babe, we got to get a DNA before I sign the birth certificate," you feel offended?
I wouldn't feel offended if that's what I wouldn't even carry myself for he to even think that he would need to do that.
No, see, that's the thing. All that thinking and assuming and guessing and man, no guy with common sense doing. That's a sucker.
My girl's father never asked me for no prenup.
Listen,
I mean,
because
DNA or whatever.
Because he was young for the first one, and the second one he just went along with the program. So listen, it's as smart for any man in the history, because there's been plenty of men that took care of kids for a long time that weren't their kids because they wanted to be lover boy, nice guy. You know what I mean? Like it's like in this world, I'm just being honest, and this is just factual. You have to be conscious and you have to be aware and understanding that things happen. And if you don't protect yourself by any means necessary, I would do this. I don't care what you would do. I'm doing what I would do to protect me, my peace, my sanity. Because what if you get that guy that you do that shit to and to come out, the baby don't be his, and he flips out? You know what I'm saying? Instead of just protecting yourself, being on point, it's like certain things, all that, oh, man, bump that shit. You know what I mean? I just feel being conscious and understanding. These are the things you don't know when you're 19, 20 years old. Understand that. But when you get older, you're conscious of the shit. And if you do it, then you just the dummy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now I see. So protect what I do have. And everybody can protect it. I know now, I do feel a little differently by me being a homeowner now versus when I was. What did I say?
For you to say that though, just for you to
What?
say that right now.
What?
After all we just talked about. Stop that.
She just want to flex a little bit, you know what I'm saying? It's all good.
Y'all get on my nerves. I say, I don't. Where's the empathy and the freaking? I'm scared. Okay. I get that. Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Man, I seen somebody lose their whole house that they built from the ground up. You hear me? I seen them lose the whole house, big nice house, pool in the ground. I seen them lose the whole house. I seen the person that took the house bring another nigga in the house. He in the crib with a Jerry curl and his boxers. In another nigga's house. Listen, I want to tell you this. I'm in the house and it made my fucking blood boil. I know the person that's put out, he like, yo, I built this motherfucker from the ground up. I broke ground. I spent $80,000 on that pool out back. She got another nigga in the kitchen, in the boxers with a Jerry curl, fucked me up.
You Jerry curl is crazy.
Listen, I'm sick. I'm talking about like it like I'm like, damn, this is foul. God damn. Like, you serious? And she smiled. Oh my God, man. I wanted to blow the fuck up.
It bothered your nervous system.
What?
Oh my gosh.
That's why it's not always about if we're, you know what I'm saying, like we're traumatized or not still. Sometimes it's just about protecting what's yours. Because you have to always think that, the worst can happen to you. Financially, it can. By somebody who was just plotting all along.
So a woman should not feel offended if a guy say, I want a prenup.
They shouldn't.
Or a DNA test.
No. Man, it's guys that done went into them relationships like that, and then the woman takes it, now he want to burn the house down. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, man, why couldn't we have this understanding? Wouldn't even have got there. I'm gonna burn this motherfucker down. Now, you think you're gonna have another nigga here hitting you from the back and my shit? You know what I'm saying? Now, this is what happened. Shit that goes backwards, forwards, missionary, all that. You know what I'm saying? You're in that damn house and the niggas nailing you to the cross and my shit. Like, this is crazy. Like, sick.
He said nailed it to the cross.
Yeah. He always extra on all of this. Just always. Good Lord.
Yeah, it's a lot though. It's definitely a lot in life though.
I would say for sure now that I have this, that the prenup is, I see it differently now. I'm just being honest. I did not see it. DZ, I did not
see. 5 minutes ago you said that you wouldn't do it though.
But no, but it has been a thought. Like, I have thought about, like what I said was this. I would want to make, and this is for the record, we can replay it. I said that I would want to secure the house. I would want to secure the house because the whole shelter thing. But as far as my little nickels in the bank and all that stuff, that the house to me would be the big thing. And I would hope that he had a house already, so that would be easy.
He don't got one.
He keep his and I keep mine.
He don't got one. He don't got one. You got the house. How you feel about the prenup? Is this cool?
No, I still want to secure my house, and I want us to buy a house together.
I'm saying can you answer this one for me? He doesn't have a house. You have the house. He doesn't have nothing, right? He's living with someone. He's renting a room. you know, but he's a good guy. He's a lovable guy. He's a respectable guy, and he treats you nice. He buys you things, and y'all plan on getting married. You got the house, he don't. You getting married? Are you getting married without a prenup?
If I have to secure the house with a prenup, then I
No,
have to get the
I'm
prenup.
not asking you
Then I have to get a
I don't want
prenup
no
if the house.
excuse. I do not want an excuse. I just want you. I don't need an explanation. I need, if you have a house, he doesn't. He lives with someone, and y'all love. He rents a room, so he pays his bills. He got bills, but y'all are in love. You know what I mean? And he proposed to you. Y'all plan on getting married. Do you get a prenup? Yes or no? You are the homeowner. He isn't.
Yes, I would have to get a prenup.
So it's the same way for a guy. If a guy has this stuff where he owns some things, he should be making sure that he secure his things too. Because that's a crazy feeling for you to be working on something I'm saying this for a man to put in years and years and years of work and then get into his 50s and 60s and lose some shit and you try to rebuild that again, man, somebody got to die. This is crazy.
And you know what? I do think that's happening right now to a lot of people. They're in their 50s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and they're rebuilding. I do think so. But maybe I shouldn't say but. I'll put a period. I think it's because of some actions that some of the men have done is the reason why that's their situation and reality. And I'm just being truthful.
Man, we ain't getting no actions. I ain't rebuild 50, 60, man. You know how hard it is for a man that old to get out there and hustle again?
No, I know.
Like come on, man.
But before you do X, Y, and Z, you have to know that.
All right, well, let's make sure we secure this prenup and all that. So if it do an X, Y, and Z, we ain't got to be, don't have me living on pins and needles because I can't do X, Y, and Z. I'm ready to lose every damn thing. If I do X, Y, and Z, I'm going to still have my shit. And if you can't forgive me, then you can't forgive me. If I can't forgive, don't say that if I do X, Y, Z, and Z, I get penalized by losing my stuff. Oh, hell no.
Well, I'm saying that if you didn't go and secure and take care of, if you didn't go and make sure your stuff was going to be safe, if you did not, as a man, take care and make sure that your stuff was going to be safe, a prenup, and then you go out and do X, Y, and Z, who really silly here?
But that's what I'm saying. As a man, you should go into the relationship from the door. Some women try to say, well, when you get in a relationship, you shouldn't look at getting a prenup or you shouldn't look at what could happen. No, that's the importance of being in a relationship and being an adult, understanding that things could go a different way. So prepare and protect yourself so that if it does, that you won't be so lost. And there's some guys that get in there and they get in there thinking with they Johnson and they think that, man, I'm in love and she loves me. And then she over there with Tony, you know what I'm saying? And you like, damn, baby, and when she go over there with Tony, she still one half. Tony coming to the damn court hearings too, straight up. You know what I'm saying? That's some crazy shit. Cause I done had it happen whereas though relationship fall apart. This nigga that I know comes to court to testify for the broad that I was with against me in my hearing.
Wow.
I'm like, yo, this nigga, you don't understand? Yeah, I know him. I'm like, yo, looking at this nigga like, are you serious? I want to smack fire out this nigga. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Tinder.
What?
I got the paperwork in here.
I got the paperwork.
I still got the paperwork. I got the transcript.
Steve Brown, he got the paperwork.
Yeah, I got
I
the
know
work.
it. Damn, that's crazy.
He got the
Nigga
paperwork.
got on the stand, say, yeah, he know. And listen, I know this dude. Dude used to work for me.
Oh, that's crazy.
Come to testify on me with my old situation. Nigga, he get up there. Well, they call him to the stand. He get up there. Yeah, I swear to tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth. Hold up, niggas. Are you serious, dog? Are you serious?
Wow.
For the love of the coochie. Wow.
For the love of the coochie. But do you think it was fair I think it's clean stop it. I can't. I think it's clean. I think it's clean if you do the prenup. I think it's clean if you do that. I think it's clean if you say, you know what, I felt this way 6 months ago, and now I don't feel this way. We're back to the drawing board. I think that's fair. To go behind my back and do it, that wasn't fair.
Okay.
Right? I mean, like for real. Like
I understand where you
I'm
come
not even
from.
a difficult
Maybe
person.
you showed a sign.
Okay.
You might not see the sign you showed, but maybe you showed a sign. For him to up and make that decision, you showed this. I'm just saying, from my experience in life, you might not understand the sign you showed, but for him to do this behind your back, it had to be some type of sign.
And I think the sign was you putting 25 bands down on a house, because technically that gives you some interest in his house at the time, even though y'all were married or whatnot. But by you putting money into his home, it's sort of like a lien, sort of, you know what I'm saying? So pretty much he was just protecting what he thought at the time was his kid's legacy, pretty much. That's what I'm looking at. Go ahead. I'm bad.
And my thing is this. Everything that you guys say could be 100% facts and true. Maybe and I don't think I did, but let's say I showed every sign it was to show that I'm a gold digger and I want every dollar that he want of his. Let's say that. You can still come and talk to me. You can still say, no longer is this what it is anymore. This is what it's going to be. You don't even have to ask me, how do you feel about it? What you think? Just come and tell me this is what it is now. That's the kind of woman I am. You come tell me that this is what it is now. What I'm going to say? Okay. He runs this house. I'm the woman. I'm going to say, okay. That's all. And that's the part that I was upset about, because you see, I flipped it. I got me. So that was never a problem.
So can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah.
If that would have never happened, do you think y'all would like still be together?
I don't know, because I don't know. I can't really. It was a big age difference between us. So I was either really smart or he was really something. That's what I'm going to say, because there's no way that I'm just saying, there's no way that we should have been even able to, you know what I mean? It was a 17-year difference in it. So it was, to me, I was like, but anyway,
But that's what put you over the top, though.
Yeah.
So whatever was going on, that's what put you over the top.
But let me tell you, that didn't even put me over the top. It just scared me, because I promise on everything. When I purchased this house, I tell him the next day when I take ownership of the house, your name is coming on my house. I said that, and that's on everything. And people thought I was the craziest of crazy, that he put me through all that, and I was still going to put his name, my name on this house. I just wanted to secure a house for me. I don't want his money. I didn't need his money. I was content with what was going on. So I was going to put his name. That didn't make me want to end my marriage. I still wanted my marriage. He was not able to be okay with me living here and he was living there. He didn't want, but I was only securing the house, and I was going to have renters come live here. I wasn't going to live here, but because things got so crazy, I said, you know what? I need to take a time out. I need to come over here and just relax. I got told, you come back to this house, or it's a wrap. You can't be over there. And that's another thing that I learned. That's another thing that I learned in that situation, is that I probably should have went back there.
Yeah, you should have went back.
Yeah.
I did that before too. Somebody did something similar, like you said, the relationship ended. You went and did things without consulting. All right, that means you on some other stuff. Go ahead your way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
But I wasn't on no. He had the keys. He could come here. It wasn't no nothing. But once he said you need to come back here, I should have did that. But I was mad and I was upset at that time. I'm not coming there. We need to resolve this. You need to know that I'm hurt. You know what I mean?
Emotional guns. Yep.
And because I did not go back when he said I need to go back there, that caused another issue, and it
ended it.
Yeah.
So his name is still on the house right now?
No, we never did that. He never did that. But the thing about it is, if I have to put the whole truth on the table, is that he did put my name on the deed. But because I never owned a house or nothing like that, I didn't know which one. But so my name was on the deed. That's the reason why I was going to put his name on my deed. But when I saw that document, I didn't know that document, which one would trump the other. So my name is on the deed, but he also did this living trust that says, God forbid something happened to him, I would have 6 months to leave the house. That scared me.
So let me ask you this question. At the time when you found the note, I mean, like, did he have like, I don't know, like 2 years to live or something? I mean, I'm trying to.
He just, I don't know what, I guess according to DZ, I showed some kind of something that would made him think that he needed to secure his house more than, even though I'm the one helping pay off like I've never been a gold digger. I've never been a gold digger.
I mean, were
Never.
you like close with his kids or anything? Because I
Yeah.
mean, I'm just because like I'm just like trying to think because it's like if something would have happened to him, and you had found that note, I mean, couldn't you have, I don't know, spoken to the kids?
The thing about the thing about it is this. The thing about the kids didn't probably care nothing. One kid, they don't probably care nothing about the house. I'm just not gonna lie. I mean, of course, if they can get money from it, any kid would probably want it. But they didn't care about the house. One was in another state, two was in another state, and one was just like young, living his best life, doing music, living his best life. Nobody cared about that house but him. But nobody cared about that house, okay? Like that. I mean, like that was their childhood house and
Yeah,
all
yeah,
that, but
yeah.
nobody was tripping about the house. My thing is this, that whatever the reason could have been, communication is the key in a marriage. Whenever you decided that you did not want to no longer be in whatever agreement that we had, you just tell me. I can't do anything about it. All I can do is say, okay. That's all I can say. I'm fighting you because you're sneaky and doing stuff behind my back. Even his attorney said that wasn't cool.
Yeah.
So that wasn't cool.
We ain't listening to the attorney.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, we listen to the attorney. The attorney is going. He's gonna. We don't listen to them. Yeah.
Tony and Shaquita scandals, but but that's what happened. And but I think the most important, I telling the story is what the story is. But the most important thing is what I learned from it, and what I try to share with other couples and people in relationship is that sometimes, as much you think the story or your what you think is clear does not always mean is crystal clear to the next person. And how you feel and how what you're dealing with may not be clear. And so sometimes you have to break it down kindergarten style, especially if people are, not, missing something inside and they don't know how to comprehend and stuff going on. You do have to break stuff down a little bit more.
Yeah.
And I had to take ownership for, the things I did, I'm not walking around pointing the finger. I just tell the story because those are the facts of the story. But I take ownership. I should have went back there and I should have broke down my story and told him been really vulnerable and shared like how I felt about housing and what it really did to me. Like literally, super afraid of housing situations.
Yeah.
Like for real.
I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, I totally understand. I was just trying to just kind of just break. How can I put it? I just want to just kind of just break it down a little bit more to see like if you'd have did this, how like what I'm saying, like that would have played out. But it doesn't sound like he was trying to kick you out. You just found the document.
Yeah, it was a legal document that, so I could have stayed there, but I would just have to leave at 6 months. And I don't know which document would have trumped the other. I don't even know because I didn't research it and I wasn't caring about his health. I just wanted my thing is then put me up in a house then. You didn't even have to be sneaky about that. Just give me a little condo over here and just know that this is I want to keep this for my kids, rightfully so. And here's your little condo. Like I say, jump offs get condos. Jump offs get condos.
Don't compare yourself to the jump off.
Exactly.
All I'm saying is that at least they secure and make sure she's got housing. I had a whole husband and he didn't care about my housing.
But you picked that guy.
I know.
So you can't be mad. That's what you remember. You just told us a couple minutes ago. You choose what you're supposed to choose right and pay
Choose
attention
up.
and the signs and it happens. You know, you didn't know that this guy was like that when you met him, right? You didn't
No.
know that he wouldn't do.
Yeah.
So you know that's a decision. Did you learn a lesson from that?
Yeah, I did.
That's
I
what this is
did.
what it's all about.
Prenup.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, prenup.
if I ever get married again, I'm definitely doing it.
Prenup.
Oh yeah, hands down.
And would you be done with a female if she said no to the prenup? You wouldn't even
I mean,
would
like
you?
I would honestly leave that up to her. But like, if she wanted to get married, then we have to do a prenup. But I mean, I can like date forever without getting married. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I really like her, definitely. But you know, but like, if she wants to press marriage, we gotta do a prenup.
Yeah. Yes, Sonia, I was on the deed. I was on the deed. But that took me, that didn't happen right away. That did take a minute. And finally I was put on the deed. After the money was, all that, I was put on the deed. But then that document came and I was a little nervous. And I could have consulted and found out what that means and all. Those some other backgrounds that I could have done to see and all that. But I felt like my husband I should have went to, even if I didn't go to the meeting with you to sign the documents, I should have just known that I'm making these adjustments and this is what's going to happen. I should have been caught off guard at all. I don't care what nobody said. I should not have been caught off guard. That wasn't very nice. But now he's with one of my good friends of 25 years now. So
I remember you saying that in one of the podcasts. She would have got the house.
she gonna get the house. Cause she a straight gold digger. She a straight gold digger. I ain't even gonna lie to you. She gonna be the one getting the house. And you know what? I love that for them. I actually love that they are together. I'm no cap for real. They're closer in age and they deserve each other. So
yeah, I mean, sometimes breakups are like blessings, honestly.
mm-hmm. No, that's for real. I'm not even lying. I'm for
They
real.
are. That's why I don't be understanding how, some of these guys be unaliving their wives and stuff. Like,
Ooh.
dude, like, just leave, man. Just let her go.
DZ, you be
Be
saying that
honest.
a lot too. Like, God, just if you don't about to go do a whole murder or unaliving of somebody, just leave.
Yeah. But what I will say for you, Jameka, you seem like a very overly nice person. Please protect your assets. Like, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you, like,
Careful.
and that's why I love bedroom noises because sometimes I may come in thinking one way, and then I come and I learn and I see things a little bit differently. And if I'm hearing it from men saying you need to, so I just really like to grow and build, and I don't mind sharing. I don't mind sharing. If I have something, I don't mind sharing. I don't. But again, like DZ said, you guys said, when war comes, war comes. So, and that's the part where you have to protect yourself because everybody's sweet and lovely. And then war comes and now everybody wants to mop the broom and the bleach. And can I have them? Can I have them? You take them. See, I'm this way. You take the mop, I take the broom. I mean, you take the mop, I take the broom. You take the, couch, I take the microwave. When I came here, I had to buy everything from the salt to the couch. I wasn't allowed to take anything except for my personal like clothing.
That's in that war though, baby. You don't know what the war is going to consist of. You know what I'm saying? It could be a different situation. You took the mop and you let the dog stay and all that, and that situation is cool. But that's a different war. Every war is different. This war right here, the guy could have done something that you really, really feel some tight way about, and you want this war to go up. You know what I'm saying? So you don't know what the war is. You know what I'm saying? So, it happens.
It happens to the best of us.
Yeah. Trust me.
I have a question for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Do you guys regret when or if you cheated before? Do you ever regret it? Do you ever look at yourself like, dang, I shouldn't have done that?
I have.
I have.
Like after it's done or during it, or I'm just curious, like before, during, or after.
I've done it all way, everything. Like, man, I gotta do this. Just damn, I shouldn't do it, but I gotta do this one.
But
Damn,
why y'all laugh about it? Like, why is
I've
it?
been wanting to hit this one for 10 years. Damn, she just popped up. I gotta do this one. Fuck it. I'm gonna bring her a Slurpee on the way home. Baby, I got you a Slurpee. I'm on the way.
Well, we know you done did something to bring a little nasty. You guilty at that point.
You ain't never brought me Slurpee before. Why you bring me Slurpee now?
And you brought me a blue one and not a freaking red one.
There you go. You know what I'm saying? Did you need anything else? Now I'm asking you. I got you a Slurpee. Is there anything else you need? You good? You know what I'm saying? Nah, I ain't no cheater. Somebody damn DZ a cheater. Nah. You know, I'm not a cheater. I've cheated before. Yes, I have. You know, but you know, see, and hey, listen, I'm glad you said that, right?
That's Ivy.
Ivy. Ivy. Ivy. I'm glad you said that because, and I'm going to keep this 100.
It's bedroom noise. You have to.
And this is like no cap because I would tell you, you know what I'm saying? I'm that type of guy. Like, I don't care. So every relationship that I've got in, when I go into the relationship, I don't do nothing. I don't cheat. I don't disrespect them. But this is what gets me. This is what sends me left. And I'm saying this publicly. You know what I'm saying? If you do one thing and you lie to me, oh, it's trouble. Ain't no, I was just didn't mean it or I didn't know. You got one time to lie to me. If I ask you something and you say no and it's yeah, oh, you might well leave me straight up because now my mind is going to trigger to just go left. It ain't no bringing me back. I might slow down, but I'm going. I will every relationship I've been in. I sit and listen. I'm gonna be so honest with this. I sit down with the women that I've been with in relationship, and I sit on the couch with them or at the table and talk to them. Hour, 2, 3 hour conversation. The things that I don't like, the things that you don't like. I want to talk to you. I want you to get to know me. Yo, I don't like this. Don't do this. But what I've learned about women, when you do that, they always don't pay attention to the details. And then they go do something. If I say, yo, the guys that you used to talk to on the phone, scratch them. Don't answer the phone, nothing. And then I go around and see, oh, it was just a little text. They just said this. Oh, you lied to me. Now, when I go outside, don't say nothing. When I go play, I'ma go. And when I go, I'm gone. Ain't no bringing me back. But I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. I've even had my friends say to me, hey, nigga, you ain't doing nothing. Nah, I'm in a relationship, bro. Soon as she do something to disrespect me, because you got one time. Because if you do it one interaction, you see that I take it lightly, you're going to do it again.
But DZ, you and I have had this conversation before. And what have I said? And I don't know why you would not leave before you do that.
Nah,
that does
I
not
want to run you through the mud because I trusted you.
That's not, I mean.
No, I trusted you. I loved you. I gave you the benefit of the doubt. Now I have to run you through the mud because you disrespected me. And especially if it was with a guy. Oh, I'm staying around. Now I'm hanging out late night. Now I'm doing shit on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm coming home happy because I done just nailed something to the cross. You know what I'm saying? Because you disrespected me and I put my energy into you and I asked you to do something a certain way. No, Jess, don't say that. Listen, see, the thing about me is I'm honest. That's the thing about me. Every man ain't honest. I'm honest. And I'm going to tell you, when I come into the relationship and I tell you, we sit down. I love that if I say we're gonna be together and you agree to be together, we're gonna sit down and talk. We're gonna put some things on the table. But if you play with me, then you're gonna wish you didn't play with me.
That's the same thing I said, Jess. I said, I've had this conversation with him a few times, and I said, just leave. You don't have to
Why
play this
disrespect me
game.
then? What? No, so no. Okay, so if you say just leave, why disrespect me? If I ask you something, why lie to me? Why don't just tell me the truth?
Because
So
sometimes,
it should be that I should leave, but you don't have to tell me the truth.
so what does that do for you? I mean, what do you? She's gonna have to deal with it. If she wasn't,
Because it ain't nothing for you to lie to me. If I leave and you lie, you can be like, oh, I lied. Okay, he left. Now, if I go make you feel that shit, you gonna understand where I'm coming from. It's gonna give you something to think about.
Did you come back and tell you?
Did you come back and tell her you cheated? Hell no. When she catch me, then I'ma tell her, you remember when I was being good? You remember when I was doing the right thing? You remember when I asked you this and you said no, but it was really this?
yeah,
and then I show you this.
But your higher power can revenge better than you can revenge.
Listen, but see, that is something that you choose to do. You know what I'm saying? So you can't expect me to live like you. This is why when I come into the relationship, I say these things. And you know, women be thinking they slick. You're not slicker than me. I understand that you can think you can be slick. I can do it too, because I'm gonna act regular. Oh, I'm gonna act like I don't care. All right, it's cool. No, don't worry about that, baby. Now I'm gonna have a ball. You know what I'm saying? But I want to be respectful from the door, but I want the same thing in return. If you are honest with me, I'm gonna respect you. Especially if we commit in a relationship. But women think they slick and think a man is supposed to do things the way that they say it. That shit's never gonna work with me.
And I would have to say, let Ivy and a few the chat know that this one is a little different right here, because he gonna try to
I'm
take
just
it.
I'm gonna be honest.
He's gonna take it all the way. You do X, he gonna take it all the way to the.
I'm gonna be honest. And that's what a woman should respect about a man when he's being honest with her. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna sit down at the table and tell you what's going on, baby. What don't you like? You know, you want me to do certain things like this. I want to please you. If I'm committing to a relationship with you, I want to please you because I want you to please me. Yeah, a lie is betrayal. I agree. Cheating is all. Yeah. If you lie to me, if I ask you something, if I talk to you and tell you, I don't want you talking to these people that you used to talk to, and you say, yeah, I understand, baby. And this person's calling you while you at work and you answer that shit. And then I get around you and see you've been at work talking to this nigga for 20 minutes. And we had a conversation where I told you, don't talk to that nigga. Oh, you violated. And all I'm going to say to you is, okay, cool. It's all good, baby. Don't even worry about that. Now, when I go outside, now I'm off to the races. Yo, what's up, baby? Yo, whoa, yo. Now I got to get my game back up because I done cut everything off. And I'm one of them type of dudes. When I commit in a relationship, anybody will tell you, I don't talk to nobody. You can't call my phone. I don't care how long I know you, how many times I jumped on you. If I commit in a relationship, can't no other broad talk to me. You can inbox me, message me, whatever. Call me. I'll never answer the phone. That's just the type of nigga. When I commit to the relationship, because I expect you to do the same thing. But I know it's a lot of women that are weak when it comes to that. They have certain individuals. They might do it with some, but it's certain individuals they feel like they got to answer the phone for. Me, I ain't answer the phone. Nobody. I don't care about no woman. When I get in a relationship, I don't care about no woman. Because if I can get you back later, if I tell you I got some money for you, you might come back. If I tell you I'm going to buy you something or do something, take you out, you might come back. If not, I'm going to move on. You know what I'm saying?
So Jessica, you said he think he should get a cookie for doing that. That's what Jessica
for doing what? But no what?
That's. I'm just reading.
Hey, Jess, you gotta be specific, baby girl. Be specific.
No, he talking about what you just talked about. When you don't cheat, you don't do this. You when you with a woman, you cut this person off. We're saying
No,
that's
no, no. But see, Jess just talking. Now, Jesse, I was letting you live. You just talking because I said I'm gonna do this, but I expect you to do this. You said that I should just leave. You didn't say that she shouldn't do that. Come on now, don't do that. That's what I be talking about when women be having them double standards. You didn't address it as if the woman does something she shouldn't do, that she violated. You saying I should just leave. No, you should have addressed it as, yeah, that woman was wrong for that and she shouldn't do that. It ain't about what I should just do. It ain't for me just to cater to how you feel and forget how I feel. That's a negative.
I think she's adding when you said that when you're in a relationship, you don't you don't do this, you don't answer phones, you don't do. What I was reading is that's what you supposed. You're saying as if you're doing something above and beyond something. If you're in a relationship, you should not do those kind of things. That's what she was talking about. I think.
Okay, well, if she agreed with me on that, my bad. I already said.
Yeah, that's what she's saying. And she's saying that you went and did this whole praise dance on how wonderful you are when you're in a relationship. You don't
That's
get an
the
extra.
truth.
That's almost, it's like saying a mom, oh my God, I do this. And as a mom or as a something, there's certain things you're supposed to do in life. You don't get extra cookies for that.
Man,
Like,
every guy don't cut everything off when they get in a relationship.
but the thing about it is that's true. But you don't get an extra cookie for doing what's supposed to happen. They don't do that, but you don't get their praise because you don't get extra credit because you're doing what you're supposed to do.
All women don't do that though. They don't cut everybody off. All women don't do that though. There's women that still got guys that they talk to on the phone.
DZ, you're not listening.
Nah, cause I ain't hearing that. I ain't hearing that. Don't tell me about what I get a praise for. I should be praised for if I'm doing the right thing as a woman. You should be respecting that. Like, yo, it's not a lot of guys that do that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about when I get in a relationship, I'm cutting everything. If I commit to a woman and I'm saying, yo, all right, we're gonna be together, you got my undivided attention.
What? Read the comment, DZ. Jameka not reading the whole comment.
Yeah, Jameka taking me left. That's what
okay. Sorry.
Bad with that.
Maybe I just wanted to get that off of me. Okay, hold on. Let me see what it say. God dang it. I don't want no wars around here. Okay. Put it in the chat again. I don't know which one it is. I can't see which one it is. She said, you are supposed to cut everything. Hold on.
I agree. You supposed to.
Oh, my dear. Okay.
I agree. The man, if we make a commitment that, oh, this is my friend, and you know, the guy at work shouldn't be calling your phone if he used to have your number talking about, yo, you gonna be on time to work today? What? Nigga, what the fuck is you call? Hold up, nigga. I'm in the house, it's 7:30 in the morning. You calling her phone talking about she gonna make it. Niggas, you crazy? What is wrong with you, man? I'm about to come to the job now. Yo, what the fuck is you doing, yo? Don't ever, I'm telling you, bro, I don't care how many times you used to call this phone. Don't call this phone no more, bro. That shit's over. If we break up, you call the number the next day. But as long as we locked in, don't ever call this damn number. Yeah, that's just me. You know what I'm saying?
7:30 in the morning is crazy.
Man, there's some niggas that do that. Yo, you gonna make it? You know, I'm running a little bit behind. The fuck is you talking about?
You getting a coffee this morning?
Yeah. Oh, y'all meeting for coffee? Okay, Jess. There we go, Jess. God damn. I gotta get Jess. There we go. Hit the next comment for Jess.
Okay.
My fucking baby. God damn, Jess. Now we talking.
But she said, and she's dead as wrong for not cutting. Okay, yes, yeah. Okay. See, you see the people. You see the people. They're out here.
I had to get this shit riled up to get to this point.
There you go.
Oh Lord, this be too much. I swear this be too much. Oh my gosh, you guys are absolutely crazy. What you think, Fode? Is this just crazy? Look for that.
Why?
You
It's
know,
wild. It's
him and I
wild.
can do this all night. So, you know,
It's all good.
these are our crazy hours.
It's all good. It's all good. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, you can stay on. You're more than welcome to stay on. I just let you know that we don't have no hours on how this
It's
works.
all
So
good.
yeah. Yeah, Queen said, let me see. He damn near sleep over here.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm just
Oh,
listening. I'm just
he
listening.
up. He up. He up. Okay.
I'm just listening. I'm just trying
It's-
to just understand, you know? Yeah, for sure.
we used to doing this crazy stuff all freaking night. Crazy. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's okay. So it needs to be, and I love the fact that you're willing to do, not like you said, there is not a lot of guys who is willing. They may say they want you to do X, Y, and Z, but they're not doing it. So I give you that, but I don't think you get extra cookies for it. That's all I'm saying.
Say that again.
You don't get extra cookies for it though. You know what I mean?
Get extra cookies. You because every guy ain't doing it, and every guy's not willing to sit down at the table and agree with this. What we gonna do? It's all about us.
But you don't get extra cookies.
Damn right, we get extra cookies. Shit.
You don't.
Yes, you do. Name a guy that done it. Have you been with a guy that said he did it and stuck to it?
But why are you getting extra cookies?
Because that should be. I'm gonna give you extra cookies. You think I'm not gonna give you extra cookies? If I'm gonna give you, I want extra cookies too. What the fuck you mean?
You want extra cookies in a damn glass of milk, and you don't get a glass of milk and extra cookies for doing what you're supposed to do.
Man, no, we're not going for that. See, that's the thing is. You reward people for doing what they're supposed to do. That's what keeps them motivated. Stop that. Damn.
Okay, so you should get extra cookies for doing what most guys don't do.
There you go. That's what keeps motivation. When you give somebody encouragement when they're doing the right thing, it's motivation. It ain't just about, oh, you supposed to do that.
Let me tell you this, DZ, and this is bedroom noise, and it's late night, so I'm good to say this right now. Okay? It's not about extra cookies and milk, but what you're going to get is you're going to get whatever you need and want when you do what you said you were going to do. Cut off this, do this, do this. She's going to be so comfortable. Whatever you request, you're probably going to get.
That's not everybody, Jameka. Don't do that.
I'm just telling you,
Jameka. Don't do that. You can't speak for everybody with that. You got some women that'll be over there playing around. They go get soon as they get in the car on the way to work. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, I just left the house, man. Shit, you know, I can't talk in the crib, so make sure you don't call me every time. I'll call you. Don't call me. I'll call you.
Yep.
Jameka, don't you know I'm a professional? I ain't know when it comes to this shit here. I done been through this relationship shit plenty of times. This shit it ain't no new shit. And I've had long relationships. They haven't been 10, 20 years, but they've been years. All of them have been years. This shit waking up with the same and living together. Not separated. I'm talking about living in the same house. I've done this multiple times over and over and over and living together. So when it comes to this shit, I think I understand it. And I ain't lying to myself about this shit. I'm just being real.
I want to say what I do know for women is that if they're comfortable and they feel secure, safe, and protected, you guys are good talking about, oh, we're protecting women. You're not protecting us if you're going out banging Shaquitas and all them when she got all kind of stuff. That's not securing me. That's not protecting me. You guys think of protection only in one area. So if I know that I'm protected, I'm secured, and I'm safe, oh, it's on it. What you need? What you want? How you want it? Which way? That's because she's so safe.
Ivy, don't compare me to nobody, Ivy.
What?
Do that.
I was just reading that.
Don't compare me to nobody, Ivy. You know what I'm saying? I got my own style, Ivy. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to compare you to somebody in a minute and I don't even know you.
Because I'm like, how you going to do that?
Yeah, I'm just going to compare you to somebody. You're going to be like, man, I ain't like that. Don't do that.
They are two different individuals. See,
the thing about it is with me is I'm just going to be honest. And I'm not judgmental of women. You understand what I'm saying? So the woman gonna be her, I'm gonna be me. Now, if we not together, that's the difference. If I ain't in a relationship with you, I don't give a fuck about what you do. That's your business. My business is my business. When we have communication, I love if we got great communication and we can talk. I love that. It's just about if we make a commitment, that's when the expectations come into play. And I'm going to make sure that I have, the same, I reciprocate the same thing that I expect you to do. So don't be comparing me to nobody, Ivy. You don't know me like that. Back up.
He said, say sorry.
Huh? We don't want to compare, and we're not comparing anybody on here. We all come with our differences here. We do. We do. So, well, I had asked a question about healing and stuff like that, because I think when women say that, they just feel like we are grouped a lot of the times, and that I don't think the decent woman is highlighted, or it's always like, oh, that's just maybe one or two or so. And I do think there are many women that feel this way, like you said, oh, Jamaica, that no women. There are women out there. I've talked to women. I know women that feel the same way. But no, they're not probably going backwards and bending over doing all that if their protection is not there. Meaning you might protect them when they go out. Nobody's gonna bang them over the head or knock them out, but they're risking their body because you out there doing stuff with Shaquita and everybody else. That falls under protection if people don't realize that.
Jamaica, it's your boy, Jamaica. You cannot tell me because you've talked to a woman and y'all had conversations, you know how this woman act with the guy. You know how she's act when she's around here. You can't say that. So if you have we can sit down and have a detailed conversation, and I can agree with you and you can agree with me, and we on the same page, and then somebody go home and they totally different. So don't take what somebody you sat down talk about with as its truth. That's just a conversation. People's actions speak louder than their words.
And I would agree, because you don't know what's going on in someone's house unless you in that house. So I agree with that, because I know people thought my household was popping and grooving, and I've always been the type to say, I don't care how people view us outside. I want us to know that we have something solid inside our home, because the world, as soon as you step out, the world's going to judge. Oh my God, they're going to judge and they're going to look at it. But what's more important is what's going on in the house and how we view things, and not how the world see things. So you're right about that. You don't know what's going on. We can have these discussions, but we don't know what people are doing when they're in their said relationships. So I just know me. That's I maybe I should just start saying
There
me.
you go.
I don't know. Okay. And then women in the chat can tell me what they think or whatever. But I'll just start saying me. But I don't know. I just do think there's more great women out there than not. But you guys.
Okay. Plus, it depends on like where you meet women at as well too. Plays a big part, definitely. At least with me.
Agreed.
Because it's, what I'm saying, like it's easy. It's like easier to judge women. So how can I put this? Let's say, like if I go to a club, right? Every single Saturday, and the same type of women show up every single Saturday, right? It's easy to judge all of them because they're probably all the same. But however, if I take a trip to, let's say, the library or something like that, right? I see a woman sitting down there reading, I'm going to probably take her a little more serious because she's sitting down in a different environment trying to like learn something. You know what I'm saying?
But you're in that same place as that woman that's in that place.
What do you mean?
You said if you went to that same nightclub and you saw that woman, but you're in the same location as that woman, just like you're in the same location with the lady reading the book.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So what does it say about you?
What do you mean? What does it say about me?
What I'm saying is, if you're looking at that woman a certain way because she's in a nightclub, but you're also at the nightclub. Why are you better than her being in a nightclub and like, you
So
know?
what are you trying to say? Remember, I'm the guy on the prize, right? So it's like I'm
I don't understand. How can you judge a female in a location that you're at? That's a question. I'm curious. I want to know.
The guys is going there buying the
yeah,
drinks. The girls is going there getting bought the drinks. It's two different situations. You can't compare.
you can't. Yeah,
Like stop. How it's not equal. The women are sitting there, you know,
So
getting the drinks.
I have a question. So if you're in the club and you're buying the drinks, would you guys prefer a whole club of men?
Stop. You can't.
yes.
You comparing shit wrong. The men. This got nothing to do with the damn men. This got to do with this. I'm just saying. Stop that, man. That don't even add up. You know what I'm saying? Nigga ain't going to the club with the whole. Nigga going in the club to try to get the women.
Right.
But you're being judged. If you go get the women, you're gonna be judged on she in there. She must be something, a 304 or something because she's in there. So do you want the women in there or you don't want the women in there?
Man, we going to the club for a certain reason. We trying to see if we can strike. You know, we just looking, we fishing. Now something can happen. You can find love in the club. It's very goddamn slim. But damn, you're going in there to have a little fun. Shake a little tail feather.
And let's revisit this whole conversation, right? You said that there's a lot of great women out there, right? And I said that it just depends on where you meet them at. So now you're trying to flip it like, well, okay, if you go to the club, that doesn't make you great either. And it's like, I don't know, I'm lost.
Well, you're dinging a woman that's in a club as she's not of a quality woman. But you're at that same location. So what? And that's what I'm talking about. I think that you talk about these women that are not of quality, but you're putting yourself in positions to deal with those type of women that you talk about. So if you were not there at that club, you wouldn't have met Shaquita up at the club. But you went there at the club and you met Shaquita. So why are you better than Shaquita? Because you buying a drink and she is accepting a drink. I know there's many women that will give a drink back to a guy to get them away from them. I don't even want the drink no more. I don't even want it no more. Please go away. Please.
So let me ask you this question.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think is the success rates for relationships for a guy going to a club trying to meet a woman? What do you think is like the success rates of like relationships?
I think that before social media, that's where people met people. Would you guys disagree or agree? Before social media and all that, were you meeting women and people were getting married and people were having long-term relationships and they met them at the club?
The relationships ain't work. I met a couple in there. They didn't work. They straight up. I done had kids and shit. They didn't work. But I had a good time. We got drunk that night. We had a ball. Shit was off the Richter, but the shit didn't work.
Can I say something?
Yes.
I went to the club.
And you got married at the club?
No, but I went to the club.
Mm-hmm.
The point that I'm making is quality women go to the club.
Man, see, you keep comparing yourself with like Jameka. You're a nice person. We understand that. Jameka. You can't.
I want to give y'all the finger. Like I don't know if it's against the law up here, but
yeah, you're a nice person. But stop that, man. It's a lot of it's a lot of joints that go to the club, meet guys. As soon as they get mad at the guy, they're going back to the club to see what else they can catch.
So y'all using the club as a 304 house.
Man, the club just a little fun. You know what I'm saying? It's a little fun.
So pretty much to keep it fair, Jameka, I will say that for a guy to meet a great woman, that's not where he should go.
Okay.
That's what I say. That's what I say.
Okay. Okay.
So I won't down talk the women in the club, but what I will say is like if a guy is trying to find a top quality woman, that's not where he should go.
And a non-quality could be in there reading a book too, right? Too or no?
And in the club, you trying to find top notch coochie, straight up, top notch. You gonna find that drunk shit, that shit that's gonna let you go all night. You know what I'm saying? She gonna do some shit she usually don't do. You know what I'm saying? That's what you find it. See, I'm just an honest nigga. Don't get mad at me.
You get on my nerves. You get on my last nerve that I don't even have. And I lost that nerve talking to you earlier today. Oh my God. Okay. I just was questioning if she's there. Hey, Ike, if she's there, but you there, do that make you something? But I guess not.
Stop comparing the men and the women.
Okay.
If the man gonna be the man, see the men do the humping. The women get. Just think of the position. You visualize the position of a man, what he does to you, and visualize as yourself what you do to the man. You position yourself. The man, he doing him. So it's like it's not the same.
Exactly.
Okay. I'm trying to think. Okay, I have this one question that I've been dying to ask.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you guys think like the jump off is a different breed or different gender? What I mean by that is, I always hear the reason why a guy go to the next woman is because the jump off or the side chick, I think that's kind of what people call it now. The side chick is easy to talk to. She's easy to this and she don't do this and she did it. Like she got all these great qualities. He don't have to deal with this. He don't have to deal with that. Do you guys, I'm just asking a question. Do you think she's a different gender or a different breed or?
I don't understand that. What do you mean? What do you mean different gender? When the guy going to a woman, there ain't no damn different gender. What are you talking about?
I'm just thinking, do you think she's different than a woman? Do you think she's?
No, she's still a woman. Guys want to come sometimes. Like, come on, Jameka, the guy just want to come. If he got the jump off, he just want to come. See the jump off gonna let you come and she gonna go. I ain't gotta hear nothing. I got no problems. Just want to come.
But what I'm saying is this: I always hear that they highlight how wonderful the jump off is. She's not tripping about this.
I just said it.
But what I'm saying is, she's the same woman. If she traded, if you the jump off changed into the main chick, she's gonna be that same chick that
the
you
jump
would run.
off's never gonna be the main chick though.
That does happen sometimes.
But then it's always gonna go bad.
Yeah.
Because
she's going to turn out to be the same. The point that I'm trying to make is a female is a female, and because she don't have to deal with you day and out, in and out, deal with all the crazy, she gets to fun you. It's almost like a child getting picked up by the other parent, where they go to Disneyland all the time and the movies, while the other parent that has them 90% of the time, they have to do homework, they have to do bathe, they have to do all this stuff that the kids like, oh my God. And then they go to dad's house or mom's house and it's funland over there, right? My kids used to, my youngest used to do that, go to her dad's house. It was just funland over there. But I'm over here doing, you have to study for your spelling test, you have to do this, you have to do that. So I look like I'm the bad parent because I'm dealing with all the business part of it, and that's what I look at the wife or the main girlfriend. She's the business part of it. So yeah, she might be like, oh, fussing and futting about this. And then you go over here to the jump off and she's just fun. There's no business you guys have to do. There's nothing you have to do. It's just fun over there.
Mm-hmm.
But if her role changed, she would be that same woman that's fussing about you doing X, Y, and Z.
Man, just be single. Stop rushing to get in a relationship.
Right, there you go.
Stop rushing to get in a relationship. Be single.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how you solve it?
Yeah, just be single, man. I'm telling you, like, I think we do that too much. We rush for that. That and it's like just be single, love each other. You can love each other without being married or in a relationship. I
You
can
can.
love you. You
Yeah,
know what
you
I'm
can.
saying? So it's like, why do I gotta rush to do this? You know what I'm saying? And then it becomes a problem, a disaster. Let's
Well,
just take it one step at a time.
but what if they're not? No, what if there's no rush? No, nobody. Why are you putting a rush on it? Who's
Man, it
rushing?
is a rush. The woman talking about we've been going out and hanging out. You've been humping on her, and you ain't made me your wife. You ain't made me your girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? You got something like that. Now you got something that understands. Let's just take your time. Ain't no rush. Baby, I'm a dog. I'm a mud. They understand that, right? You know what I'm saying? But hey, let's just take your time, relax. You know what I mean? Work our way into it. But some just, we gotta be together. You know what I mean? Like, just take your time, man. Take your time. I think
Yeah.
take your time to work out.
No, I think taking your time is real key because you get to know people and yeah. But I just don't. I was just wondering if you guys think this woman is like a superhero because she's not complaining and about stuff. I just want you to know why she's not complaining about stuff. She's not doing the day to day business of the house.
I think all men at a certain age know that. Maybe when you early, you don't know that. I think all men older that they know that she doesn't bear the responsibility of the woman at home. But that's why you go to her. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Because I
Hmm.
can go over here and relieve myself, and it's no stress, and I don't have to you know deal with the extra.
Right.
Yeah. Whereas at home, it might be I was working all day. I don't feel like it. Give me a second. And I'm like, hold up. No, I want you to do it now. You know what I'm saying? Do this, do that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm in that work. Let me get myself together. My feet hurt. My back hurt. Man, I don't care about that. Did you hear what I said? But if I go to the jump off, she's never going to say that. When I go to her, she's going to be like, which way? When? She's going to start doing you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it gets comfortable. I think when you with somebody in a relationship, people start getting comfortable. So
Yeah.
now we've been together. It's like a program, and you on my time. No, I'm not on your time. It excites me to move you to move when I tell you to move. It doesn't excite for me to have to wait till you to get ready. I need to go do this. Well, let me go feed the dog. Let me go. Hold up, hold up, hold up. I said I want to do it now. You want me to wait?
Yeah.
Do you think that women play a role in a guy needing a jump off, Jamaica?
I don't think a woman. I don't think a man could put that on a woman. Do I believe that women um, fall short in areas to keep their man entertained and excited? Yes, I do. And I'm gonna go ahead and throw some things out. What I think. I think women not showing up in heels in certain places, as long as your health and I think it's tacky. I'm just gonna put it out there. I think it's
Okay.
tacky for a woman not to show up in heels. I remember myself when I'm in a relationship, I'm in the kitchen cooking in heels.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So to me, it's your responsibility to keep it tight and spicy and all that because if I'm complaining I don't want you over there at Shaquita's house, I can't be looking like a snuggle ruggle up over here. I'm not trying to have bacon grease coming down my gown and a bonnet on my head. I don't know how many times my friends got on me, Jameka, you just got your hair done. Why you don't have your hair in a bonnet? I'm not going to bed like that. I'm not going to bed like that when I'm with my man. You know what I mean? So, they used to get on me all the time. You need to wrap your hair up. You got to, right? I'm like, no, I don't want to look like that when I'm going to bed. But, and dressing up, working out, taking care of yourself, being all kind of different things for your man. Like, I do think that that's what you have to do, spicing up, getting creative, that you do have to do those kind of things. And
I
I
agree.
don't and I don't think women, it's like, oh well, he saw me that. No. Every time we step out, we stepping out.
Mm-hmm.
We stepping out. And people be like, oh, you be doing too much. When I should I don't, that's just what you do. When I'm sitting
Okay.
at home, I want to be cute at home. We watching a football game. I'm not sitting in nothing raggedy and crazy and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
For what? We gonna sit and watch this game.
Okay.
I mean, we're gonna try to watch this game. You know what I mean? So, I think when women don't do those kind of things, I do think men go elsewhere. I do think a conversation could be had. I mean, like, can you do it? But I don't think as a woman, a man needs to ever come to you and tell you to get it together, fix yourself up. We follow Blueface and all that. Blueface telling girl, I don't like when you wear the bonnets around the house. Guess what we
I
see the
can't
next time?
stand the
They're
bonnet.
on the bonnets wearing in the house.
I can't stand the bonnet. I
He can't.
can't stand it. I can't stand it. It looks like the one-up mushroom. Just leave it off. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, listen, and I can understand like when you ready to get right in the bed, but if you walking around the house with the bonnet, it just does something to me. You go into the store with the bonnet, it just does something to me. Like, if you, I can understand just slightly if as soon as you get in the bed, you don't want to mess every single one, but just walking with that damn bonnet just does something for me.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I'd rather you go ahead and when you go to bed and then I throw it on real fast. I'm almost that crazy like that because and to me it's not what I'm doing to put on for. I don't have nobody in this house, but I keep myself up just by myself in this house. You know what I mean? Not hella on the, but enough if somebody rang the doorbell, you know what I mean? That I'm not like, oh my God, you know what I mean? I like to see, I want to show up for me a certain way. The guy gets a benefit from me showing up a different way, but I'm doing it really for me. I'm not, you know what I mean? Ain't nobody here for me to be doing it, but I still do it here. I like to sleep in a certain thing. Like women come into bed all kind of different ways. It's crazy to me. That's crazy to me.
Can I say this real quick though?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, what's important for a woman to do, when she's with a man?
What?
It's definitely important for her to keep herself up around the man because, it's some women that keep themselves up for their Instagram, for their Facebook. So now all of these people that see you all the time when you popping these pictures out, they have a visual of this dolled up, this dream girl, this beautiful, nice queen. And then I got to see the joint that's sitting around here like, yo, what the hell?
Right.
Like, why do I got to see that? So they get to see all the glitters and the gold and the beauty. And I got to see it just like, damn. Okay.
Yeah. Looking like a whole toe up muffin.
Yeah. Coming to bed in the hoodies and shit.
Yeah. Come on. Instagram, Facebook picture of the house for me. I want to see you. Yeah. Damn, baby. Oh, yeah. You look good. Yes. How I'm going to compliment you when you running around in this thug shit in the house. You tell me I'm at home. So when I'm supposed to say you look beautiful, I'm just supposed to lie to you. You look beautiful, man. This shit looks crazy, baby.
Looking like Tupac up in the house and stuff.
Shit's crazy.
No, I agree. I agree. I really want to teach a class or like a remind, like I say, regardless if you're in a relationship or not. My friends know how I'm going to step out a certain way, but I'm also in my house a certain way. Like for real, So I think that I don't think that it's a responsibility or a woman should take any kind of ownership for a man with his own. That's his behavior. That's what he chose to do. But I do think that women, if you're in a relationship, you should not walk around like that. When you guys are going out, you need to go out. Take some flats, but wear a heel. Let him see you in it. I know there's some men that don't ever see their woman in a heel. And I'm not talking about people that have injuries and stuff that they can't wear them. I say I'm gonna wear a heel until I can't wear no heel no more. Till the knees don't work no more. I like them for myself.
I think that's important.
And it burns calories. Like if you vacuum, I used to vacuum in heels. Mm-hmm. Now I use a vacuum in heels and cook in heels. It burns calories. It really does. I'm not even going for real. Okay. So it's benefits from doing it. I just went to a Giants game and I was in heels. Okay. We just went to the Giants and I was in heels.
Did Jess have heels on too?
No, that might be extra, but that's how I like to roll. That's what makes me feel good for me.
Okay.
But no, Jess didn't have them on. She was telling me, I don't know how you be wearing a hair.
Okay.
And I'm telling Jess, you need to step your game up. And I told her this. You need to step it up and you need to start wearing heels. When you gonna start? When are you going to start wearing heels?
When she wear J's?
No, she had some little flats on. I think no, she kind of had like some like bands on or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I wear heels, and I had one guy tell me with my uniform on, or I was no, I wasn't a uniform, but because I do what I do, how can you wear heels? I'm at a training because I'm in a training. You know what I mean? So people always want to ask about, but I believe in whenever opportunity you can dress up, dress up.
Dress up.
They say you don't only live one time and you only then dress up. Show out for your man.
I agree.
You know?
Listen, I agree. I
And
don't
then
feel like
when you
people
go on
understand.
those vacations, then you get extra creative on doing that kind of, you get a little extra on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But you guys are visuals. You guys want certain things, but I think there might be women that will do all of that, and the guy's still gonna do what they're gonna do. So so I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that as a woman, I think it is your responsibility to make sure that you're doing everything possible that you can do to make you feel good, and hope and hopefully your man appreciates that.
Mm-hmm.
But I do know there's sometimes women don't do that because the man don't compliment them anyway. So why are they getting dressed up? Why are they doing this? Why are they taking all this time to do that? And he don't even notice that her hair is no longer red no more or whatever, like, why is she doing that? So you have to, but you compliment every Susie, every Shaquita that walk down the street, you looking at her. That don't make a woman feel good.
Understandable.
A woman possibly will look at something with you if she gets the same amount of compliments that you give out to someone. You don't ever compliment her, but you always, oh, look at that. Are you looking over there? That don't make nobody feel good.
Mm-hmm.
It makes you question, am I good enough for this man? What C. Brown say?
Men have to do the same.
Good for your partner.
Thank you. Because that is lacking too.
Mm-hmm.
You guys want us to look a certain way, be a certain way, but you fall off too.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to get you have to get yourself together too. Women want to see something too. It can't always be the woman to need to get her date stuff together. What you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
So thank you, C. Brown. That's the part I wanted to say too.
Are you funny?
I did.
What you wanted to say?
I wanted to say that too. I just forgot. Yeah, that's yeah.
Thank you, C. Brown. That's the part I wanted to say too. You wasn't thinking about that.
That was in my head coming. That was coming next. Yeah. But yeah, I think we all owe it. I think we all owe it in a relationship to try to outdo each other in ways of how we look, what we give, what we put out, what we receive. Like everybody, if you outdo each other, then that's the best thing. No one should just be the one giving, and no one should be the one just taking. Everybody should be being in competition. If you want to compete, that's where you can compete in. Who can do the most for each other?
Mm.
That's where the competition should be at.
Mm.
Yep. That's what I think.
Okay.
How y'all feeling?
I feel good.
Y'all feel good? Pumas. What's Pumas mean?
That's what she had on.
Did I say Pumas? I didn't say Pumas, did I? Or did just say Pumas?
Oh, no, I don't know. Pumas. That's Ike saying that. I don't know.
Yeah, that's right. I think she had like bands on or something like. I mean, it was appropriate. Things are appropriate for certain things. That's appropriate. Like, to be honest, that was me doing extra at the game. I mean, most people you wear. But we had like we had some good seats. Like I forget what we were in the clubhouse. So I wanted to I was gonna be cute up in the clubhouse.
Yeah, clubhouse boxes seats be nice.
Yeah. So I wanted to, come there or whatever. But things are appropriate, I'm not gonna go to the gym in heels or something like that. But I'm probably wearing heels if any chance I get. I'm about to put a heel on, and I'm 5 feet too. So I mean that only helps me,
Get a little height.
bigger. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So some things is for a few reasons.
That's what's up.
Yeah. You going on tonight, DZ?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
And what was Ivy's last
Comment?
chat? Yeah, comment.
Let me see here. She said, a man with no intentions and directions take his time a lot of the time. A man with no intentions and direction takes his time.
I disagree.
You would say it's opposite then?
Yeah, I feel like it depends on the person. Everybody's different. You know what I mean? Some guys take their time because they want to make sure that they choose the right situation.
Oh, I see what she's saying. Okay.
Yeah, so I feel like it's the person. Everybody's not the same. Every man isn't the same, like every woman isn't the same. So I think when a guy is taking their time, they might have been through some things before where they rushed into a relationship and it didn't work. Whereas though, some women feel like that if you don't make the move now, that you're not serious. Whereas though it don't have to be that.
I think that's confusing for women though.
It's confusing for women. So, but you can't say that that's the man's fault because they confused.
Well, you're making the confusion. The man is making the confusion. What do you mean?
Nah, shit. Every man is different. So it could be whereas though this guy, he wants to take his time. He's not rushing. He might want to get to know you. He's not rushing to say we together. Where you had a guy that he was rushing, as soon as he meets you the next week, man, we got to be together.
Yeah, that's scary.
Mm-hmm.
But there's some guys like that. They've been looking for a relationship. They want to, they want to know, do you have anything that I need to bring and make sure that everything's right for you in your house when I come over? You know what I'm saying? I need to make sure everything, everything's right.
Scary.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely scary.
Well, he might need somewhere to stay, and he know like you. And you be like, yeah, come on over. I just want to just help you.
Yeah.
Because that's you, yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? He grabbing the vacuum in your shit. Damn, hold up, nigga. He vacuuming. Damn, hold up. He's sweeping. You thinking, this is a good guy. Now this nigga trying to move in.
Yeah, and that has happened too, I've heard. Yeah. Come over to visit one time and ain't never left. What?
Stop.
What?
Yeah.
Now you got to evict him because he got mail.
He ain't got nowhere else to go.
And you ain't even did a prenup, so he gonna have your shit with
you. Woo!
My bad, I shouldn't have said that, but yeah.
And he asking for a DNA test. What?
Everything.
What you mean? Asking for a DNA test. What? Ivy said, a person that is healed is ready to move forward. No need to pause or step back. A person wounded still needs to figure it out and heal. That's why you take so much time, because you are not ready based on the wounds you have that you haven't healed from.
Ivy, I got a lot of love for you, but I don't agree with the way you think.
Ivy, my girl.
I got a lot of love for Ivy, but that doesn't mean that I have to agree with her.
No, we don't agree. We don't always agree on here. It's okay.
I got a lot of love for Ivy, but I just don't agree with that. You can be healed, but have understanding and have a conscious mind. It's a lot of guys out here that don't have a conscious mind, and they done been things done to them, and they jump into the situation, and the same thing happens over and over again because they didn't take the time to understand and evaluate the person in the situation. So I don't agree with that, because every woman is not a good woman. You might jump into a situation and wish you took your time.
So is that the same thing you were saying, Fode? Is that we keep using the word he's not healed if we don't get something we're asking? We want the relationship, and if we don't get it, we say, oh, he's not healed.
Exactly.
Were you saying that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But so are you? Are you thinking a percentage as far as percentage wise, is it high or low that that most men are healed from past traumas? Because we always hear about the women not really healed, but I just want to know, you guys feel, do you think men are healed, or you think no, majority are healed, or no? Do men
I
take
think
the
it's a.
time? Do men
I
take
think
the time to do the work to start the healing process, or do they jump from one to the next? Is the question.
I think the percentage is still low for men that are like healed. Honestly, I think the percentage is still low, but however, I do feel like men are waking up and like being open to the whole, you know, therapy process now more than like ever. Um, but the ones that are healed, they're still gonna take their time. Just you know, saying like just because a guy's healed, it doesn't mean that he's gonna just move along really like fast.
There you go. That's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact. Just because a guy's healed don't mean, oh, I want to meet this girl, I'm gonna jump in there. You's a damn fool. You just gonna meet somebody and just jump into a relationship. You say you healed. No, you gotta see who this person is, get to know him, take some time, date him for a while. You know, do different things with him. See if you like spending time in the room with him. See if you like going on vacation with him. You got to see these type of things, because you can say, all right, I'm ready to move forward with somebody, and then you commit to a person and then move in with them, and you can't stand the ways that they are when you live with them. So it's like, I don't agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I like the way you broke that down as well, because you know, even like moving forward with like a woman, you know, just going to, let's say, Yoshi's or you know, like LA or something like that, that's not enough. Like you really have to like go on vacations and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that you brought that up. You know, like especially if you're trying to spend like forever with somebody, you gotta do forever shit.
You know, I think women also feel so. There's men that get very connected real fast with a woman. They see her and they just want to just right and just want her right. And I truly believe that you should go on so many different dates
Mhm.
and do different things so you can, because some men are like, oh my God, you are just the world, and they're speaking as if you are together and you're the one, and all this stuff. And you might have just went to dinner, or you might have just went to the park, or something like that, right? But you haven't did the trip, you haven't did all those different things that you really need to experience. You didn't do it. So I do
Right.
think it's so important before you even say we out of the dating zone, for you to do a few things together.
Right, because
And
Vegas is
traveling and
not a vacation.
traveling is one of them.
Right, because Vegas is not a vacation to me.
But it's a start. But it's a start, because who wants to take somebody across America when you haven't even taken them to Vegas, or somewhere just within a few hours or so. I think that's a great start when you first meet somebody. Go to out here, like Monterey for the weekend, something like that. Because you want to do the baby steps.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Monterey
if
is
you
a
can't, because if you can't go
Monterey.
to Monterey, you sure can't go to Africa or London.
That's true. That's true.
Real shit though.
Mhm. I can figure it out.
Oh shit, Ivy! Goddamn, we got a
Uh-oh.
thesis on
We got
here.
a whole nother
Yeah,
hour
I
though.
wrote a
We
novel.
got a. We're gonna be in school. You take paragraph number one, and I take paragraph number two.
Yeah.
Goddamn, Ivy! I'm glad I ain't
I
drinking tonight. Good
let, let,
Lord.
let me read it.
Go
I
ahead. I'm about to get
completely
some water.
agree.
Go read this shit. Cause
Not
God
all
damn.
men, women are good men and women. What I'm saying is, a person that has gone through some trauma is hesitant to move forward, and unless they process the trauma, they continue to make the same mistake over and over. A person that has processed the trauma, has done the work, and has strategized how to move forward. You don't just jump into something ASAP. You take your time, but when you're ready for a person, you're intentional and can move forward. I don't know if that makes sense. I understand what you're saying, Ivy, but you got to understand, when you have experience in life, you know, as a man, the man is the one that, you know, has to be the one that make the move, and the men usually are the one that have, you know, the most financial setback from a situation, so they have to make sure they choose wisely and take their time. And you can be healed, and you can be intentionally wanting to move forward in a relationship, but you still have to analyze and assess the person to understand who they are, spend time with them, and you don't just rush and say, all right, I want to be with this person, and no, let me get to know you. I want to see how it is if I hang out with you and I go away, and if I go here, if I need to see things. And I just feel like some women just feel like when, regardless, when a guy meet him, he's supposed to jump their bones, as in being this and being that, and not understanding that the older you get, the more you have to be cautious, keep restarting certain situations, and then the woman's just going to move on. Oh, well, it didn't work. I'm done. And like, man, you got to be aware.
Yeah. I think I have to agree with that too, that I don't think moving slow is a bad thing. I think stringing someone on, that's bad.
I agree with that.
So I think that's bad, But I use this little scenario a few times. A car can go 140 miles per hour. If you're in control of that car, that's great. But we also know going that speed, you can get out of control. So sometimes we want to move so fast that you're not even in control of that car. So it's okay. If you can speed that fast and you can stay in control of it, great. But if you can't, you have to slow that down. And I also think if we move together in relationships, it's better too. Some people want to be so far ahead, or you don't recognize you're so far ahead, and the other person is still back here. I don't want to be too far ahead of you, and I don't want to be too far behind you. I would love to be real kind of close to you, as far as my emotions, where I'm at, everything. And if I feel like my emotions are way too far, I'm about to pivot. I'm about to make the necessary adjustments. And I don't think women do that. I think men may do that, but I don't think women always do that. And we get too far ahead. And that is a problem.
Right.
This is a shorter paragraph. Thank you, Andre.
Okay. All right. It's a sentence. All right. 2 sentences. Okay.
What she said.
And women have become so influenced by stupidity that they have damaged a lot of good men. But men have done the same to women. And I agree with you now, Ivy. All right, I got to work on you. I see what I got to do with you. I got to make sure that I let you know I don't agree with everything, so you can analyze some shit. We have both damaged one another instead of supporting one another and elevating. Ivy, this is the best thing you said since you've made comments. I agree. Yes, I totally agree with you. Yes, it was understanding on both ends. It wasn't one-sided, because I felt some of those comments were one-sided. But this right here is like, it can be this way. Ivy.
We done took points away, done added points. I'm gonna tell you at the end, we gonna break even, boy. We're gonna be even. Okay, Ivy. Ivy with it tonight, boy. You say what? Okay. This is good. We learning tonight on Bedroom Noise.
I appreciate you, Ivy. I told you with me. But I'm a man, so I got to put my foot down, let you know I ain't no simp.
We know that, DZ.
Ivy don't.
Give me a minute.
Listen.
I was getting there.
Give me a minute. Okay.
Yeah. We get it right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We work.
I got a question for the women.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously the ones in the chat, please be honest.
how would y'all elevate y'all men? And that's coming from what Ivy was saying in her last comment. So how would y'all elevate y'all men?
You want me? You want me to wait for them to answer?
I
I'm
mean,
gonna
you
wait
can
for
answer
some.
if you want.
I'll answer out, but I'll wait till someone else answers too.
Okay.
I'll wait a little bit. And I think I addressed this before. I addressed this before. Do you, okay, I'll ask this back to you, Fode. Do you think a woman can? Do you think a woman has that power to do that?
I do.
Okay, you
I
don't have
think
to tell
so.
me why. I just want to. I just
Okay.
want to know. DZ, do you think a woman has power to do that?
To
Yes or no?
elevate
Mm-hmm.
to elevate a man.
Yes or mm-hmm.
Being honest,
Mm-hmm.
actually not, but I feel like she can, you know, give him some encouragement. But I feel like if a dude ain't got it, he ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel. If a man don't have the drive, the motivation, and persistent about making something happen, she can say, you need to get off your ass, you need to get a job, you need to do this, you need to do that. If he just ain't got it, he ain't got it.
But
You
what
know?
if he has it? What if he has it?
Now, if he has it, then of course she can assist. I feel like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, she can assist, with however she does. If she's encouraging, if she is giving or whatever, you know what I mean? Something to listen to, whatever. I feel like, yeah, but I gotta start with the guy. If he don't got it, you can't elevate a nigga that don't got it. They
Mm-hmm.
just be on the couch all day playing the game or something crazy. And you tell him, man, just get a job. You know what I mean? We need something. We need this. And he like, oh, I'm trying. I'm looking. As soon as you go to work, you turn the game on.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Ivy said, as a woman, you are to speak life to your man. You don't speak down to him. You make it safe for him to fall. You make it safe for him to fall apart and build him up without judgment, but support and understanding. That the list goes on.
Okay, that's two, Ivy. That's two, Ivy. Look at her.
Uh-huh.
Look at her. I'm in here working, ain't I? Ain't I?
He gonna take all the credit for the work, boy. I tell you,
Damn.
boy. Okay, so I agree totally. I totally agree. I think how I believe a woman elevates a man is how she gets down. That's how I think. So if I'm moving, so I will never tell you stop playing the game, get off the game, go get a job. If I have to tell you that, I'm probably not moving right, or I need to be done in that relationship. But if I'm doing what I need to do, because I think a lot of times what we do is we always worried about our partner, what our partner can do better, what he needs to do, what she needs to do. Well, if we start just working on ourselves and we start doing what we need to do, normal, decent people follow that.
Mhm.
So I never have to say, do this, do that. He's going to see how I move, and he's going to either want to be on that or even better than, but I shouldn't have to tell a man that what you need to do
Okay.
or how you need to move, how you need to be elevated. But I do think the words we speak is powerful.
Mm-hmm.
And it also can be, it can give life, and it can also, give death too, right? So what we're saying and how we're going about doing it, but no, I think everybody sometimes need a hand up. I do. I don't, and sometimes all you need is somebody to give you a little hand up for you to just go over that hill. I wish back in the day I just had somebody give me a hand up. And I knew after I got that hand up and I can get over that hill, I'm gonna take off. But it's getting up off that to get over that hill takes a lot. And so if that was $100, if I needed $100 for me to get over this hill, that's all I need. And bam, I can take it over. And I can give you 200 back for giving me the 100, right? So we just have to, sometimes you do need a hand up in life. Sometimes you just do. And if that guy is willing to get your hand, I've seen men that wasn't making as much as the woman. The woman shows out by just being who she is, and the man passes her all up. He's actually literally the head of the household financially. He's always been the head of the household, regardless of what he had or didn't have. But financially, he just shot up. If you have a good quality woman, that's all she's gonna bring is the best out of you. That's all she don't know how to do nothing less than. She really doesn't. What you think you're doing great now, it's going to multiply so much with having a decent woman on your side. I truly believe there's not one successful man without a great woman by his side. And people argue with me all day about that, but I don't think it is. I want someone to show me who is wonderful, successful, and that does not have a good woman by his side. Just tell me which one.
I really can't be, you know what I'm saying? Because even like the guys right now that are single and successful, they had a woman show out for them in the beginning somehow, I think.
And the one and that's
Even
successful.
with them. Huh?
And are they continue to be successful too without her? Or did they go?
Yeah.
We had this conversation on SBGB TV before that. You take a Tiger Wood, right? That was at top of his game, right? we we had this conversation, right? You take a lot of males that have been very successful, and they fumbled their situation, their relationship, and look at them now. It's fact, and don't even say superstar, but just I know this one guy, and he's gonna come up here one day. His dad cheated and got a whole nother baby by somebody. Right now, he's sick, and guess who's the caregiver? They're not together anymore, but guess who's taking care of him?
The lady, the mom.
The one that's not even, she doesn't have no interest in him. She don't want to be with him. But the wife that he had, the girl that he had the baby with on her, when he got sick, where'd she go?
Tyler Perry movie.
Yeah. Yes. In a wheelchair, in the bathtub. That scene, right?
Push the nigga over the tub. He couldn't do nothing.
That scene. Yes. Yes. He was up. He treated her bad, got down, and then now the one that he messed over her. Is that podcast is going to be called The Good Man. I think we probably going to do that one pretty soon. And we're going to talk about all that in that podcast. But because I truly still believe there's good men out there. There's a lot of my friends that just have said there's no good men out there. That's the honest truth. That's the conversation that is happening. That is a conversation that's happening. There's no good men. And I'm like, no, you guys. No. Yes.
Okay, Ivy.
You got 3 in a row? Good Lord.
Man, listen, man.
Elton John, what about him? What did he do? He had a good woman and he messed up? That's true. What Ivy say?
She said something that made sense.
Let me know about him. Give me a little bit more what we said, because I think I missed it.
Help him see things along the way. He may be missing.
We say you don't tell a man how to move, but you are his helpmate. So you are to help him see things along the way.
I agree with that.
Oh, so Elton John. What, isn't Elton John different? Isn't Elton John I don't know that for sure, but isn't he you see my hand?
I think so.
Right? So does that count, Ike? Does that count? Because I'm talking about, well, I guess gender-wise he is that, but you're right. I was speaking of a man who wants to be in a with a woman. Because I don't know which role he plays, or if I guess maybe you don't even have to play a role.
Elton John is like, I think, a country singer,
but he's also
he's sweet sugar cookie. Okay.
I wasn't talking about like that because I don't know. I can't really speak on that. I don't know who plays what and all that. I'm speaking of a straight man.
No sugar cookies.
No, just because I can't speak on that because I'm not. He said, see how that's confusing. Yes, and I should have clarified that. I normally try to make sure that we're on the same field, what we're talking about. But yeah, because he's successful, but he doesn't have a woman. But he could be the woman, so we don't. No, I'm just. So that's why I don't know. Let me just shut up. God, Lord, I tell you. Ivy said, "Don't play with me, DZ." You said he he team Ivy boy right now. He
Hey,
team
Ivy,
Ivy.
I rock with you. I see. I know with me, sometimes I gotta work on the situations to level things out. And I really think, me, having the dialogue and standing firm, you understood that I wasn't a simp. You know what I'm saying?
Not a sip. That's crazy.
Yeah.
We know that.
But now I think she was trying me.
She tried you, huh? She
Yeah,
tried
testing
you.
it.
She
She
tried.
testing it.
Yeah.
When she put another person name in there, that look, that set all kind of triggers. And
Left. Hold
bells
up.
on.
Hold up.
You put all kind of bells up. That's funny.
Jameka, your boy rock with you.
Okay, we getting off? You signing off?
Yeah, it's about that time.
Y'all can go ahead and rock.
Yeah.
I got the show set up. I got the
What
show
time?
set up in 5 minutes. Yeah, I scheduled it 2 hours ago. We've been on here 4 hours almost.
I know. Okay, we about to go because I'm about to join. I'm about to join you. I'm about to join. So if you want to, okay. So thank you everybody for joining Bedroom Noise tonight. I appreciate everybody staying up. I wanted to test my Wi-Fi. Guess what? My Wi-Fi was kicking right now. Right? It was kicking right now. So I'm thinking it all clicked together. SBGB TV on all platforms is going live in about probably 1 minute now. So
10 minutes. Got 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Oh, 10 minutes.
I just
Okay.
subscribe to y'all, man. So, but I'll catch y'all next time for sure.
Appreciate that.
Thanks for today. I appreciate you. I do. Bedroom Noise, thank Fode and DZ for just coming on today, which is for me to come on and test this new equipment that I got so we don't have all these problems when I come on Thursday. And it has some issues in the beginning, but for the last, I would say
3 hours.
3 hours for sure has been pretty decent,
She doing what I do. I do 4-hour lives. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her.
There you go.
Look at her.
I don't. What happened? Oh my gosh!
I told you. I said, you gonna do long lives.
Thank you, Ike and RM. I went to Infinity today on my lunch break, and I got all kind of equipment. I'm in here on the floor trying to twist stuff together, and I don't know because I'm not built that way. That's one reason why I need a man because I don't know how to do none of this stuff. But I twisted some stuff together and did some stuff, and we've been on here for 3 hours without me having no kind of issues, without any issues really right now. So I think I got it together now. So. But yeah, I appreciate you guys.
For sure.
Let me tell you what I did. So let me tell you what I did. I know I got like 3 minutes. So Fode, I was getting dressed and he hit me up because I guess you saw Fode. Did you see me post the thing that I was going on at 9:15?
Yeah, I was like, what? Yeah.
Like, it's not Thursday. So he hit me up and was like, are you going on? I was like, yeah. I said, can you come on with me? He was like, I'm not prepared right now, but can you give me 15? I'm like, yeah, I'm getting dressed right now, so it's okay. And then what I did with DZ is I just sent him the link. I didn't even ask him. He was outside. He didn't even talk to me all day today. So I was like, I'm about to just hit him on the I'm just hit him with the link and he came on. So I appreciate you guys just for just jumping right in there.
For sure. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No problem.
Okay. Well, join me next Thursday coming. We will be having another. I'm not for sure what's the topic is going to be, but come join us. Come get undressed and let's chat about it next Thursday. I appreciate everybody coming. Thank you, my friends, and I will see you next Thursday.
All right,
Thank you, DZ. Thank you, Fode.
All right, later.
Okay, I'm a. Bye.
All right, bye.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Hola.